football. We took it to the playoffs. Collinsville, white and purple, yeah, we are the K-House. I said the K-House. The school of champions, we laugh a lot, we rap a lot. I'm asked to be an Indian again. I'm telling them that Collinsville is where it's at. So when we on the field of court, they better be aware of that. They scared of that. Of course, look at the ceiling. What up, Mr. Floyd? Yeah, it's Collinsville. And yes, I'm glad to say that I'm a K-Hawk. I'm about to graduate. Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
White and purple, yeah, I know you see it. You see the chaos and you tell yourself you wanna be it. I go to CHS, so I am a champ. I ran this game so long I'm starting to get a stomach cramp. Class of 1 and 2, but we're number 1. Shout out to all my juniors, yeah, you know we get it done. White and purple, you already know. It's little easy peasy and that boy lay low.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
I'm about my white and purple, Scarface and DJ Screw. We on the peak of the mountain, best at what we do. Yeah, we the champs, homie, but we ain't selling shoes. These boys bleeding purple, call us the cheapin' crew. They don't gotta do it big, cause I don't play with sports. I play my cards right, now a good report. When Dub 12 comes, it's time to roll off. I'm the back cause everybody rolling with me, K-Hawks.
Yeah, you know what it is.
All the fresh boys,
High school champions.
yeah, they know what it is.
All around my town, everything is
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
we shut it down for the school and the sports team.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
And a very good evening to everyone, and welcome to Belleville West High School. Here comes your JV girls. And we are in some sunshine, believe it or not. I know that where you are, that might not be the case, but we have some sunshine here, but it wasn't that way all the time. Matter of fact, the JV game got started 10 minutes late while they waited out the storm, and the storms did finally pass through. We did get a little bit of rain during the JV game, but the storm part of everything kind of stopped, so they did get that game in. And Collinsville won that game by a final score of 1-0. Freshman Abby Mayhew scored in the 29th minute of the first half, and that was all anybody needed. Collinsville ended up winning that game 1-0. And now we get you ready for this varsity contest between Collinsville and Belleville West as we welcome you into the pregame show, brought to you by Chiropractic Works in Collinsville. Owned and operated by Dr. Chris McCluskey. He and his crew are focused on helping as many people as possible live high-quality lives all through chiropractic care and wellness. You can visit Dr. McCluskey at Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, 410 Regency Center, just off of the Beltline Road in Collinsville. You can give them a call at 618-343-3602 or online at chiropracticworkscollinsville.com. Well, the Kahawks come into this contest with an overall record of 2-8. They are 1-5 in Southwestern Conference play, and their head coach is Jody Munoz, who is into her third year as the head coach of the Lady Kahawk soccer program and has a record of 10 wins, 37 losses, and 7 ties. Belleville West, they are 4-8 on the season, 3-3 in Southwestern Conference play. Their head coach is Jason Mathenia. He is into his 23rd year in that position and has a record of 157 wins, 75 losses, and 6 ties. Lady Kahawks snapped a 2-game losing streak in a big way with a Saturday morning win at Metro East Lutheran with a 9-goal outburst and a shutout in a 9-0 win over the Lady Knights. Freshman goalkeeper Paige Bonmeyer got the start between the pipes with sophomore goalkeeper Carly Van Dyke out sick. The Lady Kahawks defense made life easy on Bonmeyer by allowing Metro East Lutheran only one shot on goal in that game. Freshman Rylan Judasek and junior Morgan Lang scored 2 goals each, with lone goals coming from Carly Call, Elenia Cernia, Medina Everwright, and Ava Smith. All were their first goals of the year, and sophomore Ashley Giannini also scored in that 9-0 win, and it was Giannini's second goal of the season. Senior Olivia Johnson registered 3 assists in that win. Well, since the Lady Maroons beat Collinsville 1-0 at Collinsville at Kahok Stadium on March the 26th, Belleville West has kind of struggled a bit, both in the win column and in the goal-scoring column. The win at Collinsville had Belleville West sitting at 2-2 on the young season after 4 games, with a 2-0 win at Alton that preceded the match at Kahok Stadium. Since the win at Collinsville, Belleville West has gone 2-6 in their last 8 games and have only managed 6 goals in that time. For the second time this season, the Lady Maroons took care of Alton, this time with a 1-0 home win for Belleville West on Thursday to take both the home and the away games from the Lady Redbirds. Belleville West comes into tonight's home game after suffering a 1-0 loss last night at Mater Dei. And that, by the way, is Collinsville's next opponent Thursday night at Kahok Stadium. Sophomore Lady Maroons goalkeeper Brooke Stellhorn, who shut out Collinsville on 4 shots on goal in the earlier meeting, allowed the Mater Dei goal late in the match last night. Stellhorn allowed 1 goal on 3 shots in the loss to the Lady Knights, and that game took place in Breeze. Had a chance just a little while ago to catch up with Collinsville head coach Jody Munoz. We will pass that conversation on to you next as the Chiropractic Works pregame show continues right here on the Kahok Sports Network.
My name is Rayshawn Taylor, collegiate basketball player at SIUE. At the end of January, I had an ACL injury. I've been searching for ways to come back as best as I can after the construction. Dr. Chris introduced me to the soft wave machine. I'm gonna be honest, at first I was kind of scared because I didn't want it to shock me and hurt me too bad. And I had heard something about it, and I did my research on it, and it turns out it didn't actually hurt. It just was a good pain. It just finding where it hurts to promote the healing, and that's exactly what it did. I've actually had this surgery before. This time I feel like I'm back on my feet quicker, much faster. I'm much stronger than I was up to this point last time. And honestly, I feel like I could play right now. I'm excited to get back on the court. Thankful that Dr. Chris introduced me to this.
Collinsville Barbecue Supply, home of Code 3 Spices, is first responder owned by proud Kahok alums. Located at 1966 Vandalia, Collinsville Barbecue Supply is your one-of-a-kind barbecue headquarters that focuses on everything barbecue and cooking, providing the best American-made barbecue grills, in-person class instruction, smokers, rubs, sauces, accessories, and cooking expertise from professional barbecue experts, including an in-house chef and pitmaster. Code 3 Spices provides award-winning sauces and rubs that supports our nation's first responder and military organizations that focus on the fallen, suicide prevention, and PTSD awareness. Stop on by, see the guys at Collinsville Barbecue Supply for all of your cooking and grilling needs. Collinsville Barbecue Supply, home of the 4-time world champion Patriot Sauce. Learn more about their products and mission in giving back to those who serve at CollinsvilleBarbecue.com or call 618-855-8855. Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Jason Regg, your Benjamin F. Edwards financial advisor, understands this. That's why Jason Regg is a proud supporter of your Collinsville Kahawks and the Kahok Sports Network, as well as the Kahok Educator of the Month Award. For all of your investment needs, see financial advisor and investment vice president Jason Regg at the Benjamin F. Edwards office in Collinsville, located at 1008 Vandalia Street, or call Jason Regg at 618-223-5215 or visit BenjaminFEdwards.com. Benjamin F. Edwards, member SIPC.
We love to have you come work for the city of Collinsville. We have many positions available, from seasonal jobs to full-time opportunities in many of our departments. From police and fire to Gateway Center, Parks and Recreation, and City Hall. Our employees enjoy great benefits like comprehensive medical plans, paid time off, tuition reimbursement, and more. Visit the city's website, collinsvilleil.org to apply and learn more about working for the City of Collinsville.
The OrthoGold TRT tissue regeneration machine is revolutionary new technology. It's known as a shockwave machine. In the hospital setting, it's lithotripsy. The machine looks sort of like an ultrasound head, but it's much different technology. It drives sound waves into tissue at 3,500 miles an hour. It's a 3 to 5 minute non-invasive treatment. This is revolutionary technology. It's great for acute, which means, injured tissue. New injuries per se, also chronic conditions. We have many people who have canceled knee replacements and shoulder replacements and treated lots of plantar fasciitis, foot, ankle problems. Overall, the OrthoGold TRT soft wave machine is revolutionary technology. We've been very excited to bring it to our practice, and we've already helped a tremendous amount of people with it, and we're looking forward to helping a lot more.
And we welcome you back into the Chiropractic Works pregame show here on the Kahok Sports Network. We are on the road in Belleville. It's a little bit wet, it's a little bit windy, but that never stops anyone from playing soccer. Joining us now is Collinsville's third-year girls soccer head coach, Jody Munoz. Well, let's go backwards in time and jump in the Wayback Machine and go back to the first win of the year at home versus Alton. That was a nice way to begin April. Nice to get that first win out of your way. Not only that, but it was a Southwestern Conference win.
Yes, Alton was a really good game for us. We had a lot of chances, and we actually finished those chances. So that's what we've been kind of talking about all year. When we get those opportunities, we have to finish them, and that night we did.
All right, let's move on to the Belleville East game. That was the Pink Out night. I hear you had some very special guests that night.
Yes, we did. That was not a great night for us. I actually told the girls that first half especially was pretty disappointing in terms of just some of their effort wasn't all there. Talked about it at halftime. Second half came back a much better team than the first half. But at that point, you're already down 2-0. You can't wait until you're down 2-0 to then start to play. So that was not the greatest game for us.
Tell me a little bit about the night itself. I know that you had some smaller, younger ladies coming in, and you kind of raised money for Kahok Strong.
Yes, so we raised money for Kahok Strong for the Pink Out, and in doing so, we offered the little girls in the community to pay, or their parents pay a donation of $20, and so they can line up and get announced on the field with the girls, and they loved it.
All right, let's talk about something else that's really not game-related, or kind of game-related. I shared the post the other day of the Girls Supporting Girls program. So tell me how that came about, and you and the softball team are kind of working in cahoots there.
Yeah, so I've just been thinking of different ways. Obviously we've had kind of a difficult season. We've been thinking of different ways to just boost morale and get people at games. So I reached out to the softball coach and never really talked to her that much besides, coaches meetings. And I was like, hey, what do you think about maybe a girls supporting girls thing? Like, I don't know if we want to make it a thing or call it something, but basically it didn't have to be a thing. I just wanted to know, I want to get my girls at one of your games, and maybe then in return your girls can come watch us. And she loved the idea, and then it took off. And so, yeah, that's what we're doing this week.
So they're coming to which game, and you're going to which game?
They're coming to Thursday's game versus Mater Dei, and we're going to their Friday game.
All right, cool. All right, let's move on. Something really good to talk about. Saturday's 9-0 win at Metro East Lutheran. Let's begin with a freshman in goal in Paige Bonemeyer because Carly Van Dyke was sick. Talk to me. I know she only had one save, but it's an important game for a freshman.
It is an important game, and I was actually really excited for Paige to get that start and play the entire game. It gave her, I think, some confidence. So when she does get in the varsity game, because she will get in a varsity game, and that just experience right off the bat, she has played lights out at the JV level every game. I've been extremely proud of her, and I was just glad she could get that game.
All right, Rylan Judasek had 2 goals in that game along with Morgan Lang, but I want to talk about Judasek for a minute here because this freshman young lady, man, she shows signs of being a standout player for the next 4 years for you. Tell me what makes her stand out in your mind.
Well, first of all, for being a freshman, she's so well composed, calm, and she's just technically sound already. She is going to be a great player in years to come, but it does not surprise me because obviously her dad is, the O'Fallon coach, and their teams are always like that. So I am not surprised at all.
When I've watched her play 3 times already, and the word that comes to my mind is tenacious.
Yes, definitely tenacious. She's quiet. She's very quiet, but she gets a job done, and that's all you can ask.
All right, let's move on to Belleville West. We'll go back to the first game where you guys lost 1-0 at Collinsville at the end of March, a game that you were very much into, and that could have went either way.
Yes, that game was back and forth. It was just kind of the person that finished the opportunity, and they did. And it was not our best goal. The girl wasn't marked, and I think it was actually knee ball. And so I told the girls, it doesn't matter how you score. It doesn't have to be pretty. You got to get something on it.
Yeah, that's what I said, too, when I was doing the game. I said, I think that went in off of her knee. So I think she got a little lucky there, but sometimes luck plays a lot to do with it.
Oh, yeah. We've not had a lot of luck this year, so if anything, we are hoping for some good luck tonight.
All right, well, speaking of tonight, you got Belleville West again. So what did you learn from the first meeting that you can use in this meeting?
I mean, obviously, tonight's a very winnable game for us. Like you said, it was back and forth that whole game. Anybody could have won that game. So we have to make tonight that revenge game. Tonight's our game.
Thanks for the visit, Coach. Good luck.
Thank you.
That is Jody Munoz, third-year head coach for your Lady Kahok soccer team. We'll take a break here on the Chiropractic Works pregame show, and when we come back, we'll throw the starters for both sides your way. All that and more coming up on the Kahok Sports Network.
The Ortho Gold TRT tissue regeneration machine is revolutionary new technology. It's known as a shockwave machine. In the hospital setting, it's lithotripsy. The machine looks sort of like an ultrasound head, but it's much different technology. It drives sound waves into tissue at 3,500 miles an hour. It's a 3 to 5 minute non-invasive treatment. This is revolutionary technology. It's great for acute, which means, injured tissue. New injuries per se, also chronic conditions. We have many people who have canceled knee replacements and shoulder replacements and treated lots of plantar fasciitis, foot, ankle problems. Overall, the Ortho Gold TRT soft wave machine is revolutionary technology. We've been very excited to bring it to our practice, and we've already helped a tremendous amount of people with it, and we're looking forward to helping a lot more.
Looking for a more upscale place to have a few drinks and some great food? Look no further than the Speakeasy Parlor in Maryville. Come inside for some one-of-a-kind crafted cocktails and some elevated bar food that highlights fresh ingredients. Then, try your luck in the private slot machine room. And don't forget to check out the Speakeasy sister company, Plan Shop Live, just 3 doors down. Plan Shop Live is a health-focused lunch cafe open Tuesday through Friday from 11 to 3. Speakeasy Parlor, 2713 North Center Street in Maryville. Open 7 days a week with happy hour specials during the week from 5 to 7 p.m. Speakeasy Parlor in Maryville, 618-205-3540. All Pro Tees in Caseyville is your place for custom apparel and has been for over 20 years now. Why? All Pro Tees can handle any size project, big or small, and they specialize in large group orders. At All Pro Tees, quality is number one on their list of priorities, as is evident by their excellent service staff. Did we mention All Pro Tees has over 20 years of experience? They can even help with fundraisers and event merchandising for your group. And of course, All Pro Tees is your destination for everything Collinsville Kahawks. So for all of your apparel needs, for civic groups, sports teams, business outings, or even a family reunion, your apparel needs stop at All Pro Tees. All Pro Tees in Caseyville at 2240 South Morrison Avenue. Online at allprotees.com. Right across the street from Kahawk Stadium. All Pro Tees, 618-344-2200. And once again, we welcome you back to Belleville West High School, getting you ready for a little Lady Kahawk soccer action as your Collinsville Lady Kahawks get ready to take on the Lady Maroons of Belleville West. My name is Todd Duke. On the other microphone is Brett Borm. How are you, sir?
I'm doing good, Todd. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic, man. So I'm going to take a wild stab in the dark here and say that you were at that Saturday morning game when we won 9-0.
Yep, I was at the Metro East Lutheran game. Yes, sir.
So tell me a little bit about what you noticed.
Well, it was a Collinsville Kahawk onslaught, right? 9-0. Lots of girls getting chances, getting shots on goal. Many of them going in. To be honest, Metro East Lutheran was probably a little overmatched, but it's a good confidence builder for these girls on our side anyway. You know, they haven't had much success this year. Probably felt good to bury some goals and, get back in the win column.
Yeah, I'm sure it did. Scored 9 goals in one game. That matches the 9 goals scored on the year by Belleville West. And you and I did the game from home at the end of March. And we both said that was a very winnable game, so I think this one is too.
100%. 100%. That game could have gone either way. I know as Coach Munoz indicated in her pregame interview. All it took was who was gonna get that one shot and cash in on that one opportunity.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
All right, that is Brett Bourne. My name is Todd Duke. We have some helpers on the camera today. It's been a long time since I've had to ask for JV help, but the JV girls are up here helping because, let's see, Jack Easley and Zach Roseman and Chris Keller were all doing the baseball game against Edwardsville today, and Josh Roseman had to go to work today, so I was out of folks. So Ziza Nambo Mendez and Leslie Munoz are going to be up here helping us out today on the camera. We do appreciate their help, and we appreciate Coach Munoz and Coach Carroll allowing them to come up and help us out. So one more break coming your way, and when we come back, we'll throw the starters at you, and we'll do that next on the Kahok Sports Network. No one likes a dirty house. It's work that almost no one wants to do. Why not get someone to do that work for you? Kara Gray with Rags to Riches Cleaning Service would love to take that task off your to-do list. Kara is a homegrown Collinsville High School graduate and the owner of Rags to Riches. From floors to ceilings, from baseboards to light fixtures, Rags to Riches can clean them all. No job is too big or too small. Call Kara Gray at Rags to Riches Cleaning Service to schedule a free estimate today at 618-979-9634 or visit Rags to Riches Cleaning Service on Facebook. Looking for a new place to catch the game with cold drinks and great food? Look no further than 1101 Bar and Grill in Caseyville. 1101 Bar and Grill features pizza, burgers, wraps, and salads, plus 7 large screen TVs to catch the latest Kahok games and all the pro sports across the spectrum, plus all the college football and basketball you can handle. 1101 Bar and Grill in Caseyville, 1101 Caseyville Road, right across the street from Kahok Stadium. Call 1101 Bar and Grill for carryout orders at 618-223-1332. Are you in need of a new mailbox to go with your new home? How about a new mailbox to replace your old one? Look no further than Big Dick's Brick Mailboxes in Collinsville. From economy to custom, Big Dick's Brick Mailboxes can create a mailbox that suits your needs. Big Dick's Brick Mailboxes is licensed and insured. They use only high-quality materials and offer a satisfaction guarantee policy. Big Dick's Brick Mailboxes can also make your very own axe throwing set, hanging or standing. Whether you need that axe throwing set or a new mailbox, you need Big Dick's Brick Mailboxes in Collinsville. For more information, get a hold of Big Dick's Brick Mailboxes at 618-680-0208 or online at needanewmailbox.com. Looking for a great place to watch the game with your crew? Look no further than the Lucky Fox Sports Bar in Uptown Collinsville. The Lucky Fox shows Collinsville Kahok sports on the big screen, plus UFC fights, boxing, Cardinals and Blues, and all of the NFL games with the NFL ticket and enough TVs, you'll be sure to find the game you want. And the food? How about Taco Tuesdays, Wing Wednesdays, plus burgers and sandwiches, pizza, steak, and more, including great drink specials and the coldest beer in town. Plus, they have an in-house DJ on Friday and Saturday nights. Dine in and catch a game or order carry-out with the Lucky Fox Sports Bar, 118 East Main Street in Uptown Collinsville, open daily at 11 a.m. Check out the Lucky Fox Facebook page for daily specials. The Lucky Fox, 618-223-1948.
The Collinsville Area Community Foundation is our community's charitable foundation. We connect people, support programs, and guide resources to help our community thrive. Our board is made up of local leaders that donate their time and expertise to identify opportunities for long-term community impact in and around Collinsville. Find out more about scholarships, grants, and ways to give back to the city we love by visiting CollinsvilleFoundation.com.
Schaefer Excavating and Demolition in Pontoon Beach provides complete commercial, industrial, and residential demolition and excavating services. Schaefer Excavating and Demolition is family-owned and operated by former Kahawks since 1980 and have over 4 decades serving the Metro East. Schaefer Excavating and Demolition is your choice for quality and experienced work at a reasonable price. Schaefer's does jobs of any size, whether digging for water and sewer lines, site preparation, or building demolition. Schaefer's can do it all. Schaefer's Excavating and Demolition also sells backfill, topsoil, loam, and other materials. Licensed, bonded, and insured. From earth moving and land clearing to building and demolition and road construction to septic and sewer system work. Call the experienced crew at Schaefer Excavating and Demolition, 618-931-6237. Got vinyl? Rich's Record Emporium in Uptown Collinsville can take care of all of your vinyl needs and more. You can peruse through thousands of records, from country to hard-to-find jazz, and classic rock is always in stock at Rich's Record Emporium. Used vinyl, new vinyl, and hard-to-find vinyl. Don't forget to check out the audio room at Rich's, where you can check out the latest in audio gear, from new top-of-the-line speakers to turntables and receivers, plus all of the accessories. Rich's has t-shirts, record cleaners, turntable needles, wall art, and so much more. If you can't find what you're looking for at Rich's, they will do their best to find it for you. Don't forget to mention seeing this ad on the Kahok Sports Network for a 10% discount at checkout. Rich's Record Emporium, 131 West Main Street in Collinsville, or call 618-795-1333 or online at richesrecordemporium.com. And once again, we welcome you back to Belleville West High School. Bob Golby Field is where we are, and we're here because we have a little Lady Kahok soccer to bring your way. And here are your starters. We'll begin with Belleville West. In goal is the sophomore, Brooke Stellhorn. She was in goal during the 1-0 win by Belleville West at Collinsville at the end of March. In front of Brooke Stellhorn, you will find Madison Smith, Livy Schaefer, Izzy Alvarez, Sydney Oliver, Addie Gagan, Hannah Sternow, Ella Doobie, Elsa Hubble, Kara Joshu, and Emma Hagan. Carly Van Dyke back in goal after missing Saturday morning's game due to illness, so in front of Collinsville's sophomore goalie, you will find Olivia Johnson, Morgan Lang, Ella Borm, Rylan Judasek, Ashley Giannini, Quinn Hall, Addie Munoz, Carly Call, Liliana Lira, and Elenia Serna. So Collinsville and the JV girls won by a score of 1-0. Abby Mayhew scored in the 29th minute, and that goal held up for a 1-0 JV win, and there, Brett Bourne, would be nice if we can make it a twofer tonight.
It would be awesome to make it a twofer tonight. I would like to see the girls come out fast, come out with a little bit of speed and pace, and let's try and get one early. That might be something to build upon.
Yeah, and they got that 9-goal outburst Saturday morning, so hopefully they can lean on a little bit of confidence as they come into this game. Collinsville will be to the right of your screen, dressed in the purple shorts and the white jerseys. Numbers on the fronts and the backs of those jerseys are in purple, and the host Maroons have on the white shorts and maroon tops, of course, with the numbers on the fronts and the backs in white. And we are just about ready to go. Belleville West will have possession of the ball to start things off with. In goal to your right is Carly Van Dyke. In goal to your left is Brooke Stellhorn, and we are underway. Belleville West controls the ball first, as I mentioned, and Collinsville trying to trap it down and take it to the left side, and that's exactly what they do on a nice play there by Serna. But a ball that kind of popped up into the air, Collinsville retreats and gets it right back. Hawks try to continue a little bit of offensive zone time here right off the get-go, and they'll send it up over onto the far sideline. Trying to chase it down over there, I believe, is Lyra, and then that ball ends up going out of bounds. Collinsville will have the throw in, and they'll make her move up just a little bit farther. There is Lyra over on the far sideline, sends it on over and into, well, just about into the 18-yard box. Now it is right up front, and a chance there almost by Quinn Hall, but she got closed in upon pretty quickly by the defense for Belleville West to prevent any kind of a shot on goal.
So far, Belleville West coming out with a pretty sloppy defense, unable to make the clear multiple times. Collinsville just needs to get a foot on that ball and put it in the back of the net.
That's the object of the game, I do believe. Something like that, I've been told. I've been told anyway. There's a crossing attempt that goes almost into the front of the inner box inside the 18-yard box. Collinsville, are still continuing to put on some offensive pressure in that box, but that ball rolls over, and Stellhorn will go ahead and take it. Let's give you some numbers. Brooke Stellhorn, 927 minutes coming into this game. She is 4-8 with a couple of shutouts and has allowed 23 goals for a goals against average of 1.98. 64 saves and a save percentage right under 74%, as Belleville West will take their first entrance into the offensive zone, tracking it down over in the corner, and now we're going to have a goal kick restart. That was kind of close over there. Almost.
It was close, but it caught her own. She played it with her right foot, caught her back foot, and it went out of bounds.
Carly Van Dyke in goal, 720 minutes. She is 1-8 with that one win being a shutout. 22 goals allowed on the year for a goals against average of 2.44, and already 107 saves on the year for a save percentage right at 83%. That's a lot of shots on goal.
It sure is, but you know what? For the most part, she stood pretty tall this year.
Yeah, well, she's taken more shots on goal than Stellhorn, and she has a better save percentage at 83% for Van Dyke and 74% for Stellhorn.
I think at the end of the year, when you start evaluating the goalkeepers in the Southwestern Conference, Todd, I think Carly should definitely be in the conversation in some of those postseason awards, whether it's the first, second, or third team.
So a corner kick coming up here for Belleville West from the far side corner, so that means the wind will be at their back. Anybody taking a corner kick from the far side will be having that wind at their back. That would be a luxury. And now Collinsville, they move the ball up after the missed attempt on the corner kick. Olivia Johnson gets the ball up, and then a little bit of a miscue there. I believe they called a foul on that.
They did, and I would call that a pretty soft foul.
Yeah.
Ellie Cerna felt the contact, went down, got the call.
So Ashley Giannini will take this free kick from about 50 yards out, just offset from the midfield logo here at Belleville West High School. We're just underway. And Giannini uses a little bit of that wind that makes it to the front of the box, comes out, and then Belleville West will send it right back to midfield. Takes a bounce right there in the logo. Giannini, she'll be the first one to touch it as she's playing back in the back again after having a couple of games playing up front, trying to get some goal-scoring opportunities here for Collinsville. But they like her in the back, and they'll put her back there until they need to move her.
It's pretty much what I think the strategy is. If it's a game that coaches feel that we can jump out to a lead, they will push her up top. Or if it's a winnable match, otherwise she's that safety net right now.
Izzy Alvarez throws the ball in, and it hits the backside of Addie Gagan. Gagan had the assist on the goal that ended up being the game winner for Belleville West at Collinsville. And Sophia Monaco was the one who scored that. And as Coach and I both mentioned in the pregame interview, it looked like it went off of her knee. Mm-hmm. So just kind of one of those things that happens. And she wasn't marked. That didn't help.
No, it didn't help at all. Addie Gagan is a talented player for Belleville West. You know, she's been, I think, a varsity starter since at least her sophomore year. Good all-around player, has the knack scoring goals.
Yeah, not getting the start here tonight, though, so we'll have to see if we see her come up a little bit later. Not sure if she may be injured or just out of town or something. And is she out there now?
7?
No, 20.
Oh, who would? My bad. Sophia Monaco. Got it.
Addie Gagan's out there.
Yes, okay.
Yeah, Monaco, the one who scored the goal, is not circled on my roster as a starter tonight. So, like I said, we'll see if she comes in a little bit later. As we approach 35 minutes left to play here in this first half. No score yet between Collinsville and Belleville West. Southwestern Conference battle. A couple of teams looking to head in the right direction as far as getting some goals scored. As I mentioned, Belleville West has scored 9 goals on the year, and they have played 12 games. And they have a average of scoring 0.7 goals per game while giving up 2.4. Collinsville, they come in at 2-8, so just 10 games. They're averaging 1.2 goals per game after that 9-goal outburst. That helped big time.
It did help. These are very similarly matched teams, right? I think, both of them struggle to score goals, and that's been pretty evident so far in these records that we've seen.
Collinsville also giving up an average of 2.4 per game, so that category is dead even, but Collinsville has about a half a goal advantage on the offensive side. But I think coming into that Saturday morning game against Metro East Lutheran, they were at 0.3 if I'm not mistaken. Something close to it anyway.
Sure.
Yeah. Here is Morgan Lang. Lang gets it up past the defense, and coming all the way out of goal is Stellhorn, and she'll just rifle it back upfield and kick it right out of bounds. So Collinsville will have a goal kick restart, and they'll do so from the far side of the field. Softball finals already in the books. Varsity lost 8-2. JV lost 12-2. Both of those games were played at Granite City. And at last check, both the JV and the varsity games against Edwardsville at home were still going on as they had to deal with a little bit of a rain delay.
Big conference battle there, Southwestern Conference battle in baseball, huh?
Yeah. Zach Roseman and, I know Zach's on the call. I'm not sure if Chris Keller is there. I don't know if he's on the call with him or just running the scoreboard.
I had just heard Zach on my way.
Okay. And I was supposed to have Thursday's game at Edwardsville in the baseball realm, but the Edwardsville broadcasting crew are going to be doing that game, and there's just not enough room in that little bitty booth behind home plate for 2 crews and all their equipment. So I'm just going to go ahead and let Edwardsville handle that one, and I'm going to instead bring you tomorrow's game, baseball from Fletcher Field against Mater Dei in a non-conference tilt. So that's the plan. I had to kind of adjust on the fly there.
Yeah, you're good at that.
Yeah, I try. I would have rather have done the Edwardsville game, to tell you the truth.
Oh, I would too.
I always like to do the Southwestern Conference game as much as I can. But with the Edwardsville crew being in that little bitty booth, and they have a lot of equipment. I don't have that much, but they have a ton. So
some sad baseball news today, right? With Whitey Herzog.
Whitey Herzog passing away at the age of 92. That was right in my wheelhouse, man. I was a fan of the Cardinals since about 1976, 77, and we weren't very good.
Not then.
In the late 70s, and then Whitey took over, and all of a sudden we got good, and it was a lot of fun to watch. I got to watch the World Series in 1982 from Korea when I was in the Army, waking up at like 2 o'clock in the morning to watch that game live via satellite, they called it back then.
I know a young 7-year-old boy who was lucky enough to go to Game 7 of 1982.
Nice.
Yep.
I got to go to a couple of World Series, though, in the 2000s, so I made up for it. But it was nice to see that win, as it's an opportunity here for Belleville West. But that ball never did settle down for Emma Hagan. And when she went to kick it, it kind of went off her knee.
It did, and Ella Borum lost her mark there a couple different times. Fortunately, it didn't hurt us. Otherwise, she was going 1-1 to goal.
Hopefully, the rain will hold off. The clouds are looking kind of ominous out there.
I know. My app is saying it's okay for at least an hour.
Yeah, well, I think we'll be here a little bit longer than an hour. We almost were about a half hour late getting this game started. They were 10 minutes late getting the JV game started, as everybody kind of waited out the storms there. I drove right through them up Highway 15, man. It was pouring when I drove up here.
Yeah.
We have 31 minutes left to play here in this first half. No score as of yet between Collinsville and Belleville West. Cardinals are playing out in Oakland tonight, so that's a late start. Blues have one more game left, and their season finale will be tomorrow. Here's a chance once again. This is Schaefer. Schaefer crosses one, but missed the mark, and now we're going to have a foul called against Belleville West inside the box. So Collinsville will get a free kick and get that ball out of there.
And I didn't see the contact. I mean, it was a little bit of shoulder to shoulder at worst. I'm not sure what the foul was.
30 minutes and 30 seconds left to play here in this first half. No score yet. Here is Ashley Giannini. She'll send us back to action and all the way back to midfield off of a head belonging to Belleville West, and then moved up by Alvarez back into the offensive zone, but that's picked off by Collinsville's Rylan Judasek. Talked about her in the pregame show, too. She's a freshman, and she's playing like a junior.
She is. Coach Munoz and I did have a conversation about her last week, of just the poise that she does show with the ball at her feet, especially for a freshman. It's impressive.
Yeah, I've enjoyed watching her play in the few games that I've been able to do so far, and an opportunity there for Izzy Alvarez goes by the wayside as she couldn't catch up with that fast ball, and the wind's going to push that ball a little bit to the out-of-bounds side, too, once it makes it over here to this near sideline. Lots of wind.
Yes. You can tell that flag is a whipping.
Sure is. So a throw-in coming up here for Carly Call. By the way, I'll be interviewing her brother tomorrow for the pregame show before the baseball game as I continue the senior interviews on the baseball side of things. I'm already finished with the soccer side.
Yeah, didn't take much, did
no. I only have one senior on this year's roster. I got like 11 seniors on the baseball roster, so I'll be doing that one for a while.
I can assure you that one, those boys will be entertaining.
Oh, yeah, they already have been.
Yeah.
I did have an opportunity to talk to all the ones who signed college letters of intent during the February National Signing Day, so I'm saving them for last just in case I can't make it through all of them. That's why we're skipping a couple of guys already and going with Keaton Call tomorrow. Here is Olivia Johnson, the only senior, as we mentioned, on the roster this year for Collinsville. They get the ball up, almost there to Ava Smith, and it comes down, and Judasek trying to wrestle it away, couldn't quite finish the job, and now a loose ball picked up by Belleville West. They'll send it back to midfield as it comes over here to this near sideline off of Carly Call, and she gets it right through the legs of Schaefer to keep that ball heading in the right direction. Collinsville sends it back up into the offensive zone. Each team's had about equal opportunities in their offensive zones as Collinsville tries to punch that one back up front. Smith sends it back up trying to find Johnson, but that ends up going past her. And now back up to midfield. Couldn't get it over to Judasek, and then it's picked up there by Hannah Sternow. Sternow sends it all the way over to the far side where she finds Joshu. And Collinsville trying to get it back once again, and almost a nice job over there, but Collinsville is going to get the throw in. And we're going to have a substitution for the Kahawks as Ava DiGirolamo will check into the game and take the place of Quinn Hall. You can hear that wind going across.
It's coming right across my
I know.
microphone. I'm trying to get behind the window a little bit to stop it.
Well, you can close the window a little bit more.
There we go.
I have a feeling once the sun sets and that wind continues, it's going to get a little chilly.
Yep.
After having a bunch of days in the 80s, we're going to, I believe, have a high in the mid to upper 70s tomorrow, and then we're going to have more rain on Thursday, and then the temperature is going to drop a little bit. We're down to around 60 degrees on Friday.
Yeah. Welcome to Illinois.
I know, huh? And after all these days in the 80s, that 60 is going to feel chilly. Usually does. Here's Belleville West with another opportunity. Here is Schaefer. That was locked out by Collinsville's defense. Nicely done there by the Lady Kahawks, but the Lady Maroons continue their push until that ball heads out of bounds. You see the wind pick up that ball and send it all the way over across the track.
Yeah, it's definitely I don't know how many miles an hour, but it's whipping.
Just under 27 minutes to go here in this first half. No score yet between Collinsville and Belleville West. I don't think either team's had a real true shot on goal yet either.
Not yet.
No. We've had one corner kick by Belleville West, and that didn't amount to much. And now a throw-in coming up here for Alvarez. Alvarez over the head and off of the head of Carly Collin out of bounds. So Alvarez will move up about 10 yards and do it all over again.
Collinsville came out with that, first 90 seconds, 2 minutes of pressure, and then it's kind of been even ever since.
Just outside the 18-yard box. Collinsville playing a little defense. And speaking of which, here is midfielder Ava Smith. Smith sends the ball in the middle to Judasek. Judasek sends the ball up to Johnson. Johnson back over to Smith. I think that one just kind of hit Johnson and came back over to Smith. Now Judasek with it again. She'll send it back to the defense, and Ashley Giannini will take over. Giannini will send the ball back out to midfield. Johnson trying to get a foot on it to slow it down. Couldn't do so. Alvarez uses her head, and Belleville West back into the offensive zone once again. Collinsville finds the ball, and just above the big yellow circle surrounding the logo here, they get it right back, and I can't believe that ball stayed in. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Here's an opportunity for Madison Smith. She turns the corner, but Ashley Giannini was turning the same corner and stepped right in front of her and stole the ball away. Now Alvarez will pop it up into that wind, and that wind will slow it down. Comes down for Judasek. Judasek sends it on over. Collinsville, they begin their push up toward the offensive zone. Olivia Johnson stands at midfield waiting for a pass. Instead, the pass will go over to the sideline where it's intercepted by Belleville West, and the Lady Maroons end up turning the ball back over themselves. Smith will send it over this way for DiGirolamo. DiGirolamo got stepped in front of by Lyra, and now DiGirolamo trying to get the ball back, but instead it finds Lyra once again. Moves the ball up to Smith, and Smith trying to outmaneuver Oliver there, but couldn't do it. And now Belleville West will head back the other way. That one banks off the legs of Borm. Back over to Smith. Smith sends the ball up to Johnson. Johnson back over for Lyra. Lyra trying to direct some traffic and thread the needle to get DiGirolamo sprung, but I think DiGirolamo got too late of a start there.
Yeah. Lyra was trying to direct her to make that corner run. She slotted the pass, but Ava wasn't making that run at the time.
So a throw-in from Alvarez is the end result of that one over here on this near sideline as we approach 24 minutes left to play here in this first half, as that ball ends up going out of bounds. So another throw-in here for Alvarez. Alvarez sends the ball up off of the backside of Carly Call, and Carly sends the ball up the line, but that goes out of bounds as well. So Alvarez, her arm's got to be getting tired, man. This is about a 10th throw-in that she's had in this first 10 minutes of this game.
Well, the wind's blowing this direction, so, I mean.
She's probably going to have to get used to it playing over on this side. Nice steal there by DiGirolamo off of the legs of Johnson. Comes back over for Lyra, and then it's intercepted by Belleville West. They send it up, but not far enough. Collinsville intercepts, and once again, Lyra will have the ball. Trying to thread the needle for Johnson. Gets it past one of the defenders.
She's through.
Johnson, she's
taken
down in the box. And is there going to be a call, or they just call it out of bounds?
He's calling it out of bounds. He's not even calling a foul, but that goalkeeper is the last defender.
Yeah.
That should be a penalty kick.
Should be. But it's just going to be a goal kick restart coming up here for Belleville West, as Morgan Lang will check back into the game. She'll take the place of Ava Smith. And Belleville West dodged a bullet there.
I was surprised Johnson was able to, get possession of that ball and creep into that box as quick as she did.
Yeah. Over here to the near sideline. Stopped by Carly Call, trying to keep it inbounds. And she will. Send it back to Giannini. And Ashley will begin her move forward. Got her head up, looking for a way to pass it. Gets it right back off of a bank off some shins. And over to Call. Call trying to send the ball up and trying to spring Johnson, but that was stepped right in front of by Belleville West defender. I believe that was Sydney Oliver who did that. Now back over to Giannini. And Giannini to Judasek. Judasek at midfield. And Collinsville sends the ball back to the defense, and Giannini will send the ball all the way down.
Ball's going to be trouble in the
It
air.
is. It is. You can't give up pursuit.
No, do not. Do not stop running.
There's a battle for the ball over here on this
push.
near side. Yeah, there's some pushing and shoving going on. Collinsville is going to get the throw in. That's going to be handled by Carly Call right at the end of the Lady Kahok bench. Benches are a lot smaller here than they are at
They
Kahok
sure
Stadium.
are, yeah.
Comes right back out. Judasek pops it up in the air. And over on the far side, there's a little shoving going on right there. Collinsville is going to get a free kick from about 30 yards away.
Cerna's running in on that ball, and with the wind playing havoc such as that, she probably should have stayed back where she was. That ball bounces overhead, and now she's behind that defender.
Yeah. So Judasek will take this free kick from about 30 yards away.
Put it on. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, got
That's all
to
you
be
can
wary
do.
of that wind too.
And I want to see white jerseys crash in this net.
It's straight forward. It comes down in front of the 18-yard box, and a battle for the ball won by Belleville West. They'll send it all the way back out to midfield, and then Collinsville had a couple of their own players run into each other. And the Kahawks trying to get the ball back over here to this near sideline. Picked up there by DiGirolamo. Sends it back to Call. Call with a little stiff arm. And that one was a pretty good shot there. Loose ball. Comes just outside the 18-yard box here over on the near side. Olivia Johnson trying to defend over where the corner kick usually takes place. And now Collinsville trying to get the ball back. They'll pop it up right in front. And Judasek trying to settle it down, but that ball had too much pop on it. And then off of the head of DiGirolamo. DiGirolamo trying to send it over to Lang. Lang had to watch out. She had a locomotive heading right for her, so she kind of ducked on her way. Here's DiGirolamo. DiGirolamo just outside the 18-yard box, cuts back and sends it up into the middle. Slowed down there by Johnson. Johnson gets it back out now for Lyra, and Collinsville could get it no farther. But the Kahawks have numbers back at midfield, so they'll try it once again. Here's DiGirolamo, and that ball will be rolling out of bounds in front of the Maroons bench. And another throw-in coming up here for Carly Call.
That last sequence, Collinsville was doing a nice job of connecting passes, maintaining composure with the ball at their feet. That's what I want to see. These girls got to get more confident with the ball at their feet.
We are halfway through this first half. No score between Collinsville and Belleville West. And the Maroons move the ball up. And that was intercepted by Addie Munoz. Munoz was introduced here as our very own Joe Munoz's daughter, Addie Munoz.
Oh, Joe, he's a buddy of mine, man.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Good
is
guy.
Johnson. Johnson puts one on the goal, and a easy stop there by Brooke Stellhorn, and that's the first true shot on goal that we've had here so far in this contest.
That was she didn't get everything on that.
No.
That was her left foot, not her dominant foot. I bet you that was on her right foot. We had a much stronger shot.
I think that was off of the chin there, and looking a little rattled is the Belleville West player as Medinia Everwright check into the game. I believe that was Livy Schaefer who just took one off of the noggin. I think she's still trying to shake off the stars. Throw in coming up here for Collinsville. They'll send it over everybody's head, and the defense for Belleville West will send it back out to midfield. And a little bit farther off the back of the head of one of the Maroons players, Giannini stepped in front of it and got it heading in the right direction. And now Collinsville and Ella Borm sends it over and gets it right back, except for that pass didn't connect, so she'll have to retreat a little bit. Give it to Giannini, and Giannini will send the ball flying downfield off of a head over on the far side. Collinsville trying to track it down and put up another offensive push here, and that's exactly what they're trying to do. Here is Lyra. Lyra over on the far side. We'll send it over to the far side sideline, and boy, that's a nice, pretty sunset going on there. Man, all of a sudden everything turned orange.
It's better than looking at clouds, I guess.
Yeah. So we'll goal kick restart coming up here for Belleville West, and got the wind coming from the backside. That's where you need to take those kicks from, is that far side of the box.
Not sure what Addie Muniz have a little injury here. We've got the trainer going to look at her. I did not see anything.
Well, they haven't stopped the clock.
No. So you got Ella Bourne moving to Muniz's spot and Ella Smith taking that right back position.
JV baseball lost 14-2 to Edwardsville. Still waiting on the varsity final to come through. The referee winded his arm like he wants to start the clock, but it never stopped. Back out to midfield and beyond. Giannini will be the first one to touch it for Collinsville, but Belleville West thought they were there to intercept for a minute, but they overran the ball, and they send the ball up to Lyra. Lyra over on the far sideline. Collinsville trying to move the ball up, keep it going in the right direction. That one banked off a couple of players there. And Smith will send it back to Giannini, and Giannini will pop the ball up again on that sideline. And it comes down over into the offensive zone belonging to Belleville West. Collinsville's Judasek is there trying to wrestle it away. Does so and sends it on over, and up the line it goes. But there's no way Everett was going to get there first, as she was on her horse to try to find a direct path to that ball. But now it comes all the way loose, and the wind is going to blow it all the way back to Carly Van Dyke. Oof. Van Dyke, a little dangerous there. Yeah. Sends it up to Giannini. Giannini's ball is intercepted to see if she's trying to send it up into the middle. Now a chance for Belleville West. A shot and a save by Van Dyke. And now each team with one shot on goal. I think everybody's warmed up and ready to go now.
I hope so. Yeah, Giannini misplays a ball up the middle. Loses her mark, resulting in that 1v1 to goal. Rare lapse there by Giannini. She's a strong player.
Yes, she is. So Van Dyke took that one on one hop. A little bit of a weak attempt at a shot. And back out to midfield it goes. Now over here to the far sideline. Wendell get a hold of that one, and helping the cause was Livy Schaefer. She got a body part on that ball, and the wind just took it the rest of the way. Throw in for Collinsville, and that is a handball. Yep. Rolled right up the hands there of Liliana Lira. So now Belleville West will have another throw in. I guess now that Izzy Alvarez, her arms are a little bit more rested after about 8 straight throw-ins. But a handball will result in a free kick, this one from about 40 yards away over here on this near side sideline. Alvarez gives way and then gets the pass, comes up the sideline. That one out of bounds. Yep. Man, you're up against this sideline. You just can't.
Even Coach Mathenia is like, what are you doing?
Yeah. Wind got a hold of that ball, and Alvarez could never catch up to it before the wind blew it across the yellow line. So another throw-in coming up here for Carly Call, but not before Collinsville makes a substitution. Now we're ready to go. Quinn Hall checks back into the game. Takes the place of Ella Bourne. There's a loose ball picked up by Collinsville. They send it over to the sideline. Alvarez pops it up, but it had too much spin on it. Didn't get very far. Now Judasek steps in front, and Collinsville tries it again. Here is Quinn Hall, and Hall is going to get called for a foul there. A little bit too much holding. They didn't call the foul.
No, he's given the advantage here. They had possession.
Yeah. Collinsville retakes that possession just outside the 18-yard box, and over here on this near side sideline, and a ball popped up by Giannini. And coming down for Quinn Hall to take, but it rolls off of her body and popped up once again in front of the 18-yard box. Comes down right on the bubble and then sent back out. And another opportunity for Belleville West. Judasek.
You had a knee to knee
the ball
there.
over. Yeah. Here is Quinn Hall. Hall had a couple of opportunities to get that ball out of there and just couldn't do it. Now back over to captain number 2, Morgan Lang. Ashley Giannini is the other captain. All the way over onto the far sideline it goes. There is Sophia Monaco. She's into the game now. She scored the only goal at Collinsville in that 1-0 loss, and that ball ends up going across the line.
Back in that play, you had Giannini come barreling in, like a freight train. Looked like she went knee to knee. I couldn't catch that number of that girl for West, but she went down, and she was down for a couple seconds.
Olivia Johnson and Ava DiGirolamo check back into the game. Everwright comes out, as does Serna. 13 minutes to go here in this first half. We are scoreless. Collinsville and Belleville West. Kahok's trying to get back the game they lost against the Maroons back at the end of March. Each team trying to win on the other's pitch. Collinsville trying to wrestle the ball away. Judasek does exactly that and then gets bumped off the ball. Alvarez with a little sidestep pass sends the ball on up to Schaefer, and Schaefer gives way, and now Collinsville battling once again. They'll send it back to the defense. There's Judasek once again. Judasek sends the ball in the middle to Lang. Lang will send it all the way over to the far side, but didn't get enough zip on that ball to make it to its intended target, which was DiGirolamo. And now back out to midfield for the Kahawks. DiGirolamo sends it back up, gets it right back. Actually, I think that was Morgan Lang. And now Belleville West with the ball once again. Here is Hannah Sternow. Sternow off of the backside there of Lyra. Yeah. Belleville West finds the ball away anyway, and here is Alvarez once again. Alvarez sends the ball up, trying to spring Schaefer. Schaefer was all over the place in that game at Collinsville too, I remember. Here is Johnson. Johnson sends the ball up, but since she was the
she's
forward.
the lone front runner, and she's playing to nobody.
Yeah. No one back there. So Belleville West finds the ball once again, sends it over here for Schaefer, and the wind's going to take that one out of bounds. Collinsville is going to have a throw in, and once again it'll be Carly Call. 11:20 left to play here in this first half. Don't forget, we have the Woods Basement Systems halftime show coming up at the end of this first half. Maybe by then the varsity baseball game will be final. Ball comes down, and an opportunity here for Eddie Gagan. Gagan in the front of the box, right in the middle, sends it over, and a shot, and that one goes off of the post over here on this near side. I'm telling you what, it was a wide open shot, too.
Holy cow.
I can't believe she missed. And now Collinsville will try to lick their wounds and come back up. Here is Johnson. Johnson with a lone Kahawk back, and she'll circle with the ball over here on the near side and send it back out to midfield. Kahawks trying to get there first. They do so, and they'll send it back to Giannini. Giannini will send it over to the far sideline with 10.5 to go here in this first half. Collinsville trying to get it downfield, but that was right off of, I believe, Hannah Sternow off of the foot of Ella Borm. And now Borm will take the throw-in opportunity, and that's off of the body there of Lyra. Comes back out toward Borm at midfield. Borm trying to step in front of the Belleville West player. Either I need bigger glasses or they need bigger numbers.
Or you just need to get younger.
Something like that. I don't know how you do that, though.
I don't either.
If I could figure out that, I would make millions of dollars. And I'd be younger. 9:50 to go here in this first half. No score as of yet between Collinsville and Belleville West. Each team with one shot on goal. And the only corner kick of this game so far belongs to Belleville West. Obviously, they couldn't capitalize on it. That's why we are still at 0-0.
Man, I want to go back and watch that sequence because I swear that Gagan played that ball to a forward that was in an offside position. Unless we had somebody back here on this right side holding her on, I thought she was offsides.
Another throw-in coming up here for the Lady Kahawks, and that is Carly Call's job, but she's going to give way now for Janino. Free kick instead. Okay. That makes more sense. Giannini will take the free kick, but it's going to be from about 80 yards out and into that wind. Ball popped up into the air and comes down now for Quinn Hall. Hall setting it up, trying to spring Liliana Lyra, but Lyra had other ideas, wanted to try to send a pass up to Johnson, but it hit something and went the other direction.
Quinn has got, she's a freshman. Quinn's got to see that play developing. She plays a nice ball into Lyra. She needs to streamline down that field, down that line to get that give and go pass. Lyra was on the same page, and she was trying to play that ball through, and Quinn wasn't ready for it.
There is Alvarez. Got the baseball and the softball fields across the way. They got brand new press boxes here, so I think in the near future I'll be doing some baseball and softball games from here.
Nice.
Yeah.
Where's that at?
Softball right there, baseball over there.
Those are new press boxes?
New press boxes, yeah. And Coach, I still call him Coach Munoz because he was the basketball coach when they won back-to-back state champions. He said they have air conditioning and heating in there. I'm like, okay, I'm there.
I'll have to talk to him. I mean, they look like about the size of an outhouse.
Yeah.
They could be a little bigger, Joe.
Double-decker outhouse.
Yeah. Come on, Joe.
I don't know if it has 2 levels on it or not. But
spend a little money.
Yeah.
This is trouble.
Well, Belleville West coming down on the attack once again. Giannini trying to prevent that from happening. Ball comes out here onto this near side for Gagan, but she's going to try to have to check it down, and she couldn't get there in time. Got a foot on the ball, tried to stop it, but that wind is going to take that ball the rest of the way every time. 7:25 left to play here in this first half as Serna checks back into the game for Collinsville. Throw in coming up here from Carly Call. Throws it in. Judasek gets it, sends it back to Carly. And then back up front it goes, and Collinsville trying to settle it down, get a little offensive push going on here in the final few minutes of this first half. And Judasek couldn't finish it up, so Serna's going to try. Serna sends it up the sideline. That's off of a body, and it'll take a bounce for Belleville West. And nice job there by the block off by Morgan Lang. Sends it back over to Call. Call pops the ball up into the air, and it comes down.
Bring it down.
Here is Judasek. Judasek, nice little sidestep move, and then sends it up for Lang, and Lang will send the ball on up for Lyra, and Lyra sends it over here for Serna. Serna, she's looking for someone to pass it to. Another nice little move there to get rid of her defender.
There you
Sends
go.
it over there in the middle to Lang. Lang, she's looking at surveying things, sends it over to the far sideline. Collinsville trying to make their way in front of the box. Here is a chance from Johnson. Johnson, that's off of a body, and comes right back to Olivia. She'll send it over to that far sideline, and the wind will help keep it in bounds. Lyra turns the corner, sends one into the front, and it's blocked out there by Belleville West, and they'll just throw the ball out of bounds over on the far side. Collinsville will have a throw-in.
Collinsville might have just played some of their best soccer this season in that quick sequence right there.
Yeah, they moved
there
the ball
was
pretty good.
probably 15 passes before somebody from West was able to touch the ball. Moving side to side, attacking with width. That was good.
There's a loose ball that makes its way all the way out to midfield. And a pass trying to go backwards with it, kind of misfired on it. And now Collinsville will come up with it. Here is Serna. Serna, she comes up this near sideline, tries to send a pass into the front. That was ill-advised because she was double-teamed, whoever the intended target was.
The better ball would have been to Johnson. She was targeting Lyra. Johnson had a better look.
Yeah. Here is Alvarez with the ball for Belleville West and up the far sideline. Intercepted there by Carly Call. Call sends the ball all up to Lyra. Lyra gets kind of a little push from behind.
A lot of hip checking going on right now.
Sure is. Went to a soccer game and a hockey game broke out.
Oh, gosh, playing Ella's back foot here.
Back over past midfield to Giannini. Ashley sends the ball up, trying to find Johnson. That ball is still in play as we are just under 5 minutes to play here in this first half. Ball at midfield comes down. Belleville West trying to get a little push in the offensive zone themselves, but Collinsville hanging tough on the defensive side of things until that ball ends up going out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in coming up here for Belleville West as Livy Schaefer checks back into the game for the Maroons. And Alvarez will take the throw-in right in between the midfield stripe and the end of her bench. 4:20 to go here in the first half. No score between Collinsville and Belleville West. Do you have a feeling this is going to be another 1-0 game?
Gosh, could be.
Yeah.
God forbid, 0-0 at regulation.
Yeah, I don't want to see that. We already got a late start because of all the storms in the area, so we were almost a half hour late in getting going here on this varsity game. Free kick coming up here for Alvarez. Near this near side sideline, Jason Mathenia didn't like something. He threw his arms up and like, okay, whatever. That ball bounces right in front of the 18-yard box. Collinsville trying to send it out. They can't. Then a roller, and a nice job there by Carly Call. Or excuse me, Carly Van Dyke. I knew I was going to get the Carlys mixed up again. I always do. Belleville West, their second shot on goal. 3.5 minutes to go here in this first half. Still no score between Collinsville and the host Lady Maroons. You and Zach Roseman are going to have the call Thursday against Mater Dei.
Okay.
That's going to be Mr. Roseman's first attempt at calling a Lady Kahok soccer game. He was supposed to have one already, but that one got canceled because of storms.
Yeah.
So that'll be his first one.
We'll take it easy on him.
I hope so. He's already going to be nervous. I ain't doing a game unless Bart's going to do it with me. Got to have the expertise in the booth, man. I know how he feels.
Ain't no expertise. It's just
knowledge.
I call it what I see.
Yeah. But you got the soccer knowledge.
Yeah.
Here comes a throw-in from Hannah Sternow. Sternow will throw it into the person who usually throws it in. That's Alvarez. Alvarez trying to settle that ball down. Popped up in the air. Ells are dangerous in the wind. And a loose ball, and is put in by Schaefer, but the referee's going to wave it off.
No, he's pointing to the middle.
Is he?
Well,
I don't know.
He's pointing like it's a okay.
Well, the clock's still going.
You're right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He was pointing to the center circle like it would be a goal.
Right. I think he was pointing that it's going to Collinsville's direction. Because I think that ball might have been offside. So Collinsville dodges a bullet there.
Mm-hmm. That's two.
We approach 2 minutes left to play here in this first half. Belleville West trying to go back to work after being denied there on that attempt, and that ball's going to roll all the way down. And
that's going to be a corner, though.
I believe so.
Yeah, that touched Ella before it went out of bounds.
Yep, and it went across the end line instead of the sideline because it hit the flag over there, representing the portion where you corner kick it from, and went on the right side instead of the left side.
Boy, I knew that ball, when it popped up in the air, that was going to be trouble for Carly. And she came down with it, but then I don't know if she was taken out or what.
I think she
that call.
came down with the ball, but the ball hit a body and got dislodged. And the corner kick popped up in front and get that out of here. Collinsville does a nice job in recovering and sends that ball out to the midfielders area. 1:20 left to play here in this first half. Off of the head of Giannini. Comes back out toward midfield. A little bit of a miss hit there by Alvarez. Turns into an opportunity for Collinsville. And up the near side sideline. Here we go. We got some numbers. Here is Serna. Serna is going to cut through and looking for a little bit of help. She'll send a hot shot into the corner, but it just missed the far side corner crossbar post area. You were hoping that the wind was going to push it back in there a little bit, but that didn't happen.
No, it wasn't. I was watching that run that Ellie was making with the ball, and Johnson does a really good job of almost a crossing pattern in football, kind of coming and making that bending run around her. I thought she was going to get the ball slotted back to her, but Ellie shot it.
So we are down to the final 35 seconds left to play here in this first half. Still no score between Collinsville and Belleville West. Call moves it up for Judasek. Judasek sends it over here now for Serna. Serna just outside the 18-yard box looking for a little bit of help. Puts it up front. Johnson has it roll off of her backside, and then Stellhorn will take care of the bouncing ball with no further damage done. Stellhorn immediately sends it back out to midfield, knowing that her team's only got a few seconds left, trying to make something happen here. Collinsville, they get the ball back, though. Here is Serna. We're down to 6 seconds. Got to get a shot on goal, but that's not going to happen. And the first half will come to a close, and there will be no score between Collinsville and Belleville West. After one half of play in the books, it's 0-0. And time now for the Woods Basement Systems halftime show, brought to you by my friends Woods Basement Systems in Collinsville. All things basement-y. Woods Basement Systems, working to keep homes dry since 1986. Give Woods Basement Systems a call at their Collinsville headquarters at 618-708-4055. No score after one half of play. Woods Basement Systems halftime show comes your way next on the Kahok Sports Network.
Herald Square and Cold Herald, two great additions to the Collinsville landscape. Next to the Old Herald Brewery and Distillery, Herald Square is a new outdoor multi-use event space in Collinsville. Concerts, fun and games, farmer markets, and so much more. Herald Square, a great space for Collinsville's future. And, just off the square's turf, Cold Herald, old-fashioned scooped ice cream gelato, house-made recipes, and premium-sourced product. If you're over 21, ask about the good stuff at Cold Herald. Watch Collinsville grow. Herald Square and Cold Herald, two great new additions, only in Collinsville, Illinois.
Mike's Automotive in Collinsville is a T3 certified tire dealer and so much more. Sure, Mike's Automotive has tires. They can also help with making sure your entire vehicle is road ready, from belts and hoses to preventative maintenance like oil changes and tire rotation. Plus a lot more than that. Mike's Automotive has 3 locations to choose from. Mike's Automotive in St. Louis and Millstadt, and Mike's Automotive in Collinsville at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school. Or call Mike's Automotive at 618-345-0611. Mike's Automotive in Collinsville.
Looking for good food, good times, and good people? Look no further than the Bridge Inn in Caseyville. Just over the bridge from the Kahok Stadium, Bridge Inn features a friendly and courteous staff that serves up the coldest drinks and the best food in the Metro East. Lunch and dinner is available daily with a breakfast menu every Saturdays and Sunday morning. And don't forget about fantastic fish fry Fridays. Bridge Inn also features pool tournaments on most weekends and a gaming area for the over 21 crowd. Bridge Inn in Caseyville. Check them out at 519 North Main Street in Caseyville. Call for carryout orders at 618-344-3530. The best is yet to come at the Bridge Inn in Caseyville. 618-344-3530.
First National Bank of Waterloo, with over 100 years serving the Metro East. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo at their Maryville or Collinsville locations for all of your banking, mortgage, and lending needs. Why? Super low closing costs, low construction loan rates, and they do so much to support our local communities. When you need a loan, call the Collinsville team at First National Bank of Waterloo at 618-345-1121 or visit their Maryville or Collinsville locations or online at fnbwaterloo.bank. First National Bank of Waterloo, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside All-Star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today at 618-344-2800 in Collinsville or 314-241-5253 or online at lakesideroofing.com. Choose experience, choose Lakeside.
And we welcome you back into the Woods Basement Systems halftime show here on the Kahok Sports Network. No score here between Collinsville and Belleville West in the world of girls soccer. Elsewhere, well, we stay with the world of girls soccer because the JV team did win here today, 1-0. Abby Mayhew, the freshman, scored in the 29th minute of the first half, and that goal held up, and Collinsville ended up winning that game by a score of 1-0. Still going on over at Fletcher Field. Baseball between Collinsville and Edwardsville. They have moved to the top of the 7th, and Edwardsville, I believe, scored a run in the 6th inning to break a 4-4 tie. And right now the Tigers have a 5-4 advantage over your Collinsville Kahawks. JV baseball team lost today 14-2 to Edwardsville. Softball was at Granite City. Varsity lost 8-2, and JV lost 12-2. Cardinals are playing tonight out in Oakland, and the Blues are off until tomorrow when they play their season finale. That is going to do it for the Woods Basement Systems halftime show. Again, if you have some water coming into your house and you don't want that water coming into your house, then you need to call my friends at Woods Basement Systems in Collinsville. 618-708-4055. Second half action comes your way next on the Kahok Sports Network.
Keep your ride shiny and clean with Extreme Details Vehicle Detailing in Collinsville. Owner Jay Merkel and his crew at Extreme Details believe in the value of community and in helping their community hold the value of their vehicles with a sharp-looking, clean ride that you and your community can be proud of. Extreme Details can handle any job, whether you drive a small car, an SUV, or even a bus or RV. No job is too big or too small at Extreme Details. Extreme Details offers scratch and oxidation removal, no matter what you drive: cars, trucks, motorcycles, boats, and more. Plus, Extreme Details can handle fleet vehicles for you and your company. Call Jay and the gang at Extreme Details at 618-977-1224. Check for periodic specials on the Extreme Details Facebook page. Put the shine in your ride with Extreme Details, 618-977-1224. Todd Duke here, proud member of the Collinsville Educational Assistance Association. Whether you call us teachers' aides, paraprofessionals, or educational assistants, it all comes down to one thing: taking care of students. More importantly, your student. Yes, we are there for the teachers, and we help them in any way possible. But our goals are in line with our teachers in that we want to see our students succeed at not only being a student, but well beyond that as we ready them for the world outside of the classroom. We are Union Strong. We are Kahok Strong. We strive to help students reach their potential. We are the Collinsville Educational Assistance Association. Go Kahawks!
Chapman Trucking LLC. Chapman Trucking is a local Collinsville business owned and operated by 1994 Collinsville graduate Christy Chapman. With over 10 years of experience, Chapman Trucking LLC can take care of all of the heavy lifting when it comes to hauling aggregate materials such as sand, driveway rock, dirt, boulders, and more. That includes getting your heavy work equipment to your work site where it needs to be. Give Christy a call for a free estimate at Chapman Trucking LLC, 618-960-9346, or online at chapmantruckingllc.net.
Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Lottie's Cafe offers food, cocktails, and gaming in a great atmosphere highlighted by fast and friendly service. Lottie's Cafe also offers a unique menu that features soups and salads, sandwiches and paninis, pizza and flatbreads, appetizers and desserts, as well as breakfast. That's right, we said breakfast. Unique breakfast items such as a breakfast stromboli, a breakfast BLT, and breakfast burritos. Lottie's also offers creative cocktails, a wine bar, the coldest beer around, and a video gaming area for those 21 and older. And don't forget the Lottie's Cafe gift certificates. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Check them out online at lottiescafe.com, on Facebook, or in person in the Strip next to the Walmart Neighborhood Market. Or call Lottie's Cafe at 618-223-8256. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Looking to buy a new home or sell your current home? Trust the Blaylock Group of eXp Realty with all of your real estate needs. The real estate market is hot right now, and you can trust the years of experience the Blaylock Group brings to the table. The Blaylock Group can help you find your dream home, or they can help you get top dollar for your current home. Give Peyton or Emily Blaylock a call today at the Blaylock Group of eXp Realty, 618-780-4622. That's 618-780-4622. The Blaylock Group of eXp Realty. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville produces their own spirits and beer on site, right at the restaurant. Pair that with some of the most unique menu items around the entire metro area, and you can see why they are such a hit. They can handle you and your family, or they can handle you and your group. Throw in the occasional live entertainment, and you can see why Old Herald Brewery and Distillery is a must-stop destination in Collinsville. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery, 115 East Clay Street in Collinsville, 618-855-8027, or online at oldheraldbrewing.com. Just because we're adults doesn't mean we don't have toys, am I right? If your adult toys consist of boats, campers, or RVs, then you need to call the GASA storage team of professionals. Winter weather in the Midwest can be quite harsh, and finding a place to properly store those expensive toys for winter can be just as rough as a Midwest winter. That's where the GASA storage team comes in, with outdoor self-storage and covered storage for your toys. They even have tractor-trailer parking, conveniently located at Horseshoe Lake Road and 111 in Pontoon Beach. GASA Storage, for the safe storage of all of your toys. Contact the GASA Storage Team, gasastorage@gmail.com, or call today, GASA Storage Team, 618-797-6100.
And once again, we welcome you back to Belleville West. Sorry about all that. You're not going to believe my story. I was out there trying to pour out my warm Mountain Dew out of my bottle and pour the cold one from a can because I don't like having open drinks around all this electronic equipment. And the wind blew my glasses right off my head, landed down below. I had to run down and get them. By the time I got down there, somebody else had already grabbed them and took them into the bathroom with them. So I went into the bathroom and got them and then had to come back up the stairs. By then I was out of breath, and there's no way I'm putting a microphone on my head when I'm out of breath. And while that happened, Olivia Johnson got hurt. So we went to a commercial, and during the first half, Carly Van Dyke apparently got hurt. So now Paige Baumeier is in goal for Collinsville. Got all that?
Got all that?
Yeah.
Got it.
All right, we are back underway. Collinsville and Belleville West scoreless still. After one half of play, we're just underway here in the second half. I'm Todd Duke, Brett Borm on the other microphone, and on the camera we have Aziza Nambo Mendez and Leslie Munoz, both from the JV team, helping us out on the camera here tonight. We switch ends of the pitch, so Collinsville trying to score past Brooke Stellhorn. She is in goal now to your right, and in goal for Collinsville to the left is Paige Baumeier. Collinsville had an opportunity there right when Olivia Johnson got hurt, and we hope she's okay because you're already without your starting goalkeeper, and now you're out without your starting forward, so Collinsville will have to find ways to readjust here. Does she end up going back out? I don't think so. Not yet, anyway.
Not yet.
She was on the ground there for a little bit, so we hope that Olivia Johnson is okay.
Oh, boy.
There's an opportunity for Belleville West, and Emma Hagan. Hagan comes in, splits the defense, and then Ashley Giannini steps in front and takes that ball right away. All right, you got to add a little light to the subject here. I already can't see. Don't need to be trying to look at my roster in the dark. All right, 3 minutes gone here in this second half, and we are still looking for our first goal scorer of the day. And we hope it's one of the young ladies out there wearing the purple and the white.
We do. We do.
Belleville West. They come away with the ball, though, until Ella Borum steps right in front of the ball carrier and takes care of that opportunity, but they stay with it anyway. And here is Elsa Hubble. Hubble sends it out to midfield and then back to the defense, and that is Joshu. Joshu sends it over to the far side sideline. Well, the rain has stopped, but the wind is not.
Nope.
Here is Baumeier. Paige Baumeier is the daughter of Mr. Chris Baumeier, who is one of the owners and operators of Collinsville Barbecue Supply, one of our sponsors. He's here watching his daughter play. I told him kudos the other day, or actually, or a little bit earlier, for the shutout Saturday morning with his daughter. Also told him his daughter's first name is my daughter's middle name.
There you go.
Yeah.
The more you know.
The more you know.
Yeah, that's a great, that Collinsville Barbecue Supply, previous code 3 Spices, what a great company that gives back to first responders and the community. They just do a lot of great things around Collinsville.
Yep, and I've got some of their spices at home. I use them quite frequently.
Me too.
Good stuff.
Oh, absolutely. Grunt rub.
Yeah.
Can't beat it.
Yeah.
Here we go.
There's an opportunity, Collinsville. And, well, the ball didn't go in, but the player did.
Ellie Cerna needs to get ahead on that ball. She just lets it run right into her head. That's going in the net.
Yeah.
At halftime, Steve Van Dyke, Carly's dad, was letting me know that she was out there punting with her left foot.
Oh, okay.
Which her hurt hip is the right hip.
Okay.
I did not notice any major shanks, so she must have hidden it pretty well.
Out to midfield. Giannini will send it on over to Carly Call, and Carly will send it up the line. And Collinsville once again tries a little offensive push all the way on the far sideline, just outside the 18-yard box. That one is shoved up the sideline, but it never did go out of bounds. Probably kept in by the wind. It's the opposite side over there, man. That ball will skirt that sideline without being pushed out, and now it will go out, and it'll be a throw-in coming up here at midfield for Belleville West. 34.5 minutes to go here in this second half as Olivia Johnson down below our location here trying to walk off her injury. See if she can get back into the game here in a little bit.
She'll be back out there.
Throw in comes, and up the sideline it goes, just outside the box. Collinsville is going to let that one go across the line. It's going to turn into a goal kick restart here for Paige Baumeier. Just under 34 minutes to go.
So far, Collinsville having some of the most pressure, I guess, if you were to say that.
Yeah.
Couple opportunities. Got to be able to score.
Yeah, had a couple of opportunities down real low, close to the goal, too. Belleville West intercepts that ball. They'll send it up into the box, and Collinsville trying to get there first, and they do so. It's a nice play over there by Collinsville, and
it's Giannini.
Giannini will send it over across the sideline. It'll be a throw-in coming up here for the Maroons once again. They don't waste any time.
Yeah, they don't, and Collinsville needs to pay attention instead of high-fiving each other.
Yeah.
Let's, turn around and mark the next play.
That ball again goes out of bounds, and again it'll be another throw-in for Belleville West, but this time not so fast because they had to go retrieve the first ball that went all the way down the track, and the next one is all the way up against the fence across the track, so they couldn't do the old sneak surprise attack.
Is that what that's called?
I think so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Official terminology.
The SS attack, sneak surprise. All the way over on the far sideline, popped up and out across the end line. It'll be a goal kick restart. Olivia Johnson continues to pace back and forth here down below our location, trying to walk off whatever injury she had. Doesn't have any noticeable limp or anything, so I'm guessing she's okay. Up to her, I'm guessing, if she wants to come back in or not.
I thought she had some a few bright moments in the first half. I think she's been effective tonight. I would like to get her back out there.
Baumeier sends it back out. Collinsville trying to track it down. They finally do so. Nice play once again by Judasek. And Collinsville will move the ball up and try to create a little offensive push here.
Keep going.
Here comes the Liana Lira. Lira sends it up, and Collinsville had that one bounce off of a body, but Collinsville stays with it. I believe that's Serna. Serna will circle with the ball and send it back to midfield. Giannini. And I'm surprised with Ashley Johnson out. They haven't moved Giannini up front. Over here to the near sideline. That is DiGirolamo. DiGirolamo trying to dribble the ball past a couple of defenders. Does so. Splits the difference, but the ball comes out anyway and finds Borm. Borm will send it to the wrong color jersey, but it takes a Collinsville bounce. Back out to midfield, and Carly Call trying to make that push forward. Now she'll go retreat back to her usual defensive spot. And Borm will intercept at midfield and send the ball over to the far side. Collinsville takes it over from there, and they'll send it back into the opposite direction. Here is Carly Call. Sends it over to the sideline. Picked up again, once again, by Belleville West. But Collinsville trying to wrestle that ball back. Here is Morgan Lang. And it's going to stay with Collinsville. 31-20 left to play here in this second half.
Sometimes these girls make things so difficult on themselves. There was an opportunity over there. My daughter needs to play the feet of Quinn Hall. Instead, she plays it 5 feet away from her. Quinn gets it, plays it 5 feet away from the person. We got to get back to the technical side of the ball and just get back to basics. They're their own worst enemies sometimes.
Now, instead of just pacing on the sidelines, Olivia Johnson is doing a little sprinting, so she looks like she may be ready to come back in. Here comes Collinsville on the offensive attack once again, and couldn't get it past the last defender there with a true shot on goal. It comes loose, and Belleville West will send it across the sideline here, and Collinsville will have another throw-in. Final from Fletcher Field, Edwardsville won by a final score of 5-4.
Boo.
Yeah. Same two teams will meet at Edwardsville on Thursday, but in between now and then, Collinsville will have a game tomorrow
against Mater Day at Fletcher Field, and I will have that game for you on the Kahok Sports Network. That ball gets thrown in and picked up there by Stellhorn.
Do we have any dingers in that game?
I do not know. I didn't get to look at the particulars. So the Kahawks trying to go back to work here.
I heard Bovinets was a no-doubter the other day.
Yeah, I heard that too. Here is Olivia Johnson, who did come back into the game at the last stoppage of play. And now Judasek will send the ball back out toward midfield and get it right back. Judasek sends it over here now for Borm, who sends it to DiGirolamo. DiGirolamo sends it to the, well, it kind of went to the wrong direction there for a minute, but here is Lang trying to step right in front of Monaco. And now a loose ball picked up by Collinsville, and once again an offensive push for Collinsville. Ooh, that one from
in the face.
One teammate to the other, right in the noggin, man. That had to hurt Madison Smith. She's still trying to shake that one off. 29 minutes to play here in half number 2. 8 o'clock. So we're not doing actually that bad, considering that we got started a little late.
Judasek doing a really good job of finding the gaps in between those Belleville West midfielders.
Lira gets the ball up past one of those defenders for Belleville West, but Collinsville, yeah, I think that one hit off of one of our girls, so it'll be a throw-in coming up here for the Maroons. Excuse me. Comes in, and Monaco couldn't finish. Collinsville with a shot partially blocked by Joshu, and then the rest of the way was taken care of there by Stellhorn. Each team's had 2 shots on goals. No one has scored yet, as we are approaching 28 minutes left to play here in the second half. Collinsville intercepts at midfield. They push the ball over here to this near sideline, and the Kahawks take advantage of it, try to send it up for another little offensive opportunity, and that one sent just a little bit too far, and the wind will take it the rest of the way.
That's a good idea, but Lyra's got to understand, one, DiGirolamo doesn't have the speed to catch the ball that far, and Ava wasn't making the run to begin with.
Awareness is key.
Yes, it is.
That ball comes down and taken care of there by Lyra. Comes back over here to the sideline. DiGirolamo couldn't keep it in, but it's off of Monaco, and a throw-in coming up here for Collinsville, but the Kahawks want to make some trades as they bring back in Elenia Cerna and I believe Ella Smith. And Ella Smith is going to take the throw-in. Does so off of the head of Monaco all the way back out toward midfield. Collinsville trying to track the ball down. Here is Addie Munoz trying to shadow Addie Gagan. And Bonmeyer will wait in front of the 18-yard box and just pick that one up. No harm, no foul. Bonmeyer will send us back to work as she sends a low liner back out to midfield. It bounces all the way back out to the midfield stripe over on the far sideline. Collinsville trying to keep it in, and they could not, so another throw-in coming up here for Alvarez for the Lady Maroons. Up the sideline it goes, and it got sandwiched in between a couple of players and ends up back out of bounds, so Alvarez will do it again. Moves up about 20 yards. And comes right back to her. Off of the backside of one of the Lady Kahawks. And again, that wind will keep the ball from going out of bounds on the far side. Total opposite effect over here on the near side is that American flag is still whipping in the wind.
Yes, it is.
Down here at the western end of this Bob Goby Field.
I've got to imagine there is some sort of a wind advantage. It looks like it's almost a north-south. What is this? North-south?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So north-south. It's not a crosswind anymore.
No.
It's
angling a little bit.
It's angling, but my point is they're going against that wind, and we had a tough time going against it as well.
Yeah. Bob Golby Field. Wasn't Golby a golfer?
That's what I thought.
Yeah. Because I believe that Yorktown Golf Course is on Bob Golby Drive.
It is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't played there in a while.
We need to get you out to do some golf matches.
Yeah, I need to get out and golf anyway. It's been nice enough to, but I've been busy.
Yep.
Here is an opportunity for Collinsville. They get it back out to midfield. Oh, bodies crunching against each other, and that'll draw a whistle. Collinsville will have a free kick from just the top of the logo.
Do you have a golf voice? Do you think you could do it?
I don't know. I've never called golf before.
I think you should do that. Just go set up on a hole.
Yeah.
At a golf tournament and see what you can do.
Yeah. Well, it'd have to be either on the 9th or the 18th.
Right.
I don't have enough extension cords to run all over the golf course.
I didn't think of that.
Yeah. Yeah, battery power.
That's important. Now, where are we?
Oh!
Where are we?
I don't have any idea, but there was an opportunity for Collinsville and no one there to
Nobody wanted
send
it.
that ball home. But Collinsville still down in the offensive zone. Oh, a little bit of a miscommunication there between, I believe that's Serna and Morgan Lang. Lang was trying to send the ball to Serna over here in the corner of the box, but Serna had already retreated to the sideline.
I think Serna thought she was in an offside position, and so she would, if she touched it or played that ball, that she would have been called offsides. And that's quite possible. I couldn't see where the West defender was.
Well, all right, so Brooke Stellhorn will send us back to work. And she will send it kind of into that wind. And that wind is going to knock that ball down before it even gets close to midfield. Judasek will send it over to the far side for Call. Call will send it up to a teammate, and that teammate gets taken down. Collinsville is going to have another free kick. This one's going to come from the sideline. Yep, this Saturday we have the Y2K Trivia at the American Legion to help out the Kahok Football Booster Club. That's going to be a lot of fun. 10 of us all at one table having fun, you know. Yeah, you might want to just film that one.
Yeah.
Next Saturday, my daughter and I are going to the Greta Van Fleet show at Chaffetz Arena.
You told me about that. I want to know how that is.
Yeah.
I'd be interested in that.
3 Saturdays in a row, I got something going on, man. Had the wife running in the Cardinals 5K this past Saturday. Got trivia this Saturday and the concert the following Saturday. So a busy mid to late April.
You are a mover and a shaker.
For the old Duke clan, yeah. As you can tell, I like to stay busy.
Yep.
Except on Sundays. Sundays, I don't do much.
Trouble.
Here is Belleville West. They have an opportunity just outside the box, slowed down there by Monaco, but Collinsville takes care of it. Giannini will send it up the sideline, but not out. That's saved by Hubble. Hubble will send it back into the front of the box, and a bouncing ball will be taken care of by Baumeier with Ashley Giannini doing a little screen job over there, trying to keep Mia Schaefer off of Baumeier. She came out for that ball. 22.5 minutes to go.
There's a punt.
Yeah, there you go.
There's a punt.
That's using the wind to your advantage. Collinsville sends it all the way down. Here's an offensive opportunity for the K-Hawks if Johnson could get there, and she just couldn't. That ball just kept on bouncing, too.
Yep.
Olivia Johnson went out injured for a little bit, so nice to see her staying with that. That was a long way for her to run.
Mm-hmm.
As we have 22 minutes left to play. One Smith for another Smith. Ella goes out. Ava comes in. The twin Smiths. Their parents own Plant Shop Live and the Speak Easy Parlor.
Yes, sir. That's some good stuff right there. If you haven't been, go try it.
Yeah, one of my sponsors
Okay.
just signed on this year.
There you go.
There's an opportunity for Belleville West and Addie Gagan. Gagan got the assist on the game winner at Collinsville at the end of March. Sends it back out front, and a shot towards the goal, and Baumeier is there. No problem at all, but Belleville West registers their third shot on goal.
It's great to see so many of your sponsors are also, you know, parents of Kahok athletes and things like that. I think that's great.
Yeah. Baumeier sends it all the way back out past midfield again, but that's rejected off of a header by Belleville West. Now popped up into the air at midfield again. Comes down. Collinsville gets there first. Over to the far side sideline it goes, and that ball is going to go out of bounds. Collinsville will retain possession. We are almost halfway through the second half. Still no score between Collinsville and Belleville West.
Is this the most sponsors you've had in a year?
Usually somewhere around
there. Is that pretty normal?
Yeah.
Okay.
Usually every year I lose one or two and gain one or two. Usually stays around the same as far as numbers go.
That's good.
Yeah. 20.5 to go here in this second half. And Brooke Stellhorn, the sophomore goalkeeper for Belleville West, Sends it all the way back out to midfield off of a head.
Come on, Ella.
Rolls over here in front of the Kahok bench. Is anyone going to get there? And that ball pushed across the line. Collinsville will get to throw in.
Belleville West fans didn't like the call. I think they thought that deflected off Borum, and I did too.
Yeah, could have been. And now we're going to go back the other direction. This will be a throw in for Belleville West in front of their bench, taken by Elsa Hubble. And I don't even know what the world just happened there to Serena. All of a sudden, I just saw her fall. I don't know if she got pushed or she got tripped.
She's kind of limping too.
Yeah. And they're
going to get a card there. You're getting a card on Judasek. Yep.
Stop the clock with 19:40 to go. And a free kick coming up here for Belleville West. This one's going to be from about 50 yards out. Had a couple of yellow cards in that JV game handed out.
This isn't a horrible place to take a foul.
No. And we're back underway. Comes in front of the box, but no farther than that. It'll head over here to this near sideline, and Collinsville will have a throw in. Ella Borum will take this throw in. Off of a head, and down it goes. Collinsville trying to retract, get it back, but couldn't do it on that particular attempt. Now it comes out to midfield again, and Smith trying to volley that ball to someone. Finally comes to one of the Kahok players, but then a little bit of a missed pass there will send the ball onto the foot of Hubble. And Belleville West, they have some numbers coming back. A nice move there by Gagan, and Gagan will send a bouncer into Bonmeyer, and she'll cover it up. Will Page, the freshman goalkeeper, playing the second half of this game in place of Carly Van Dyke. We're more than halfway through the second half, and still no score between Collinsville and Belleville West. Yeah, Bonmeyer's got a
cannon.
I'm telling you. Comes down and out to midfield.
Oh, boy.
And then that one was rejected. Comes over to Gagan. Gagan will send the ball up. Collinsville trying to chase it down. Carly Call will get there, and Page will wait until that ball rolls into that far side corner of the 18-yard box and pick it up. So City SC finally got back on the winning track.
They did?
Yeah, that game was actually on regular TV.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
I was on the golf course.
I got to watch a little bit of that on Sunday. Told you I don't do much on Sunday.
Well, I was watching some of the Masters, too.
Oh, yeah, I watched a lot of the Masters.
Oh, great tournament.
Yeah. I watched a lot of the Masters Thursday after I got home from work, Friday after I got home from work, Saturday as much as I could, and then most of the day on Sunday. I was kind of disappointed to see Tiger Woods finish in dead last place.
Yeah, I agree. Who are you playing the ball to, Ella?
I don't know, but that went by everybody and all the way over to the far side.
And she better catch up with her mark.
Belleville West with the ball on the far side. They'll have a throw in from that side, and here is Alvarez once again. Alvarez over the head, down the line, but Collinsville steps right in front of it and sends it back into the other direction. Belleville West will get there, but Collinsville intercepts once again. Kahawks looking for a little offensive push. We haven't had a lot of offense here in the second half by either team. A couple of opportunities for Belleville West. They've had the only shots on goal here in the second half.
Nothing too threatening.
As we approach 17 minutes to go here in half number 2. Collinsville back on the defensive side of things. Send it over here to the near sideline, and Serna with it. Serna couldn't hold, and now Belleville West trying once again. Here is Monaco, and Monaco will send the ball back to Smith. Smith tried to send one toward the goal, but that didn't get up high enough and was blocked out there by Lira. Now back out to midfield. Loose ball picked up once again by Belleville West till Collinsville intercepts. Up to Ava Smith. Smith sends it over to the far side, right across the midfield stripe. Now into the middle for Johnson, but Johnson couldn't stop the ball and then almost fell down trying to chase it down, and that ball will roll all the way to Stellhorn.
That was a quality ball played in by Quinn Hall. Unfortunately, Olivia Johnson just could not get that first touch under control.
No. I'm sure the wind had a little bit to do with that zip on that ball, too, coming from the far sideline toward the near.
Yep.
Now back over onto the far sideline it goes, close to the out-of-bounds mark. Collinsville stays with it, and back, And then back up front. Kahawks looking into the middle for Smith. Smith trying to find a little bit of room to move and sends it to the wrong side. Sends it over to Monaco, and Monaco sends the ball up, and Giannini will take over and
Look how fast she
send
is.
it over to the sideline, then send it back up and back over for Belleville West. But nice play there by Lyra to not give up any room whatsoever. And then here is Lang. Lang gets a little shove from behind. And now it ends up onto the foot of Gagan. Gagan sends it into the middle, and then two players, one from each team, run into each other. Both of them appear to be okay as you can be after two human beings collide.
Got Monaco down. Well, back up over here.
Collinsville intercepts. Here is Lang. Lang sends the ball up to Smith. Smith has a little bit of room to work with. Comes up the sideline trying to feed Johnson, but that ball was intercepted, I believe, by Joshu over there on the far side. And now Belleville West back to work at midfield. Here is Gagan. And Gagan trying to feed Monaco, but sent that one a little too far. And Bonemeyer will come out to her right and take care of that one. No problem at all with 14 and a half minutes and some change left to go here in this second half. Bonemeyer sends another one past the midfield logo.
How'd I take that one off the noggin?
No, thank you. Can't do that when you wear glasses.
Nope. You're right.
Judasek will check back into the game. And the Kahawks trying to go back to work on the offensive side of things here. Here is DiGirolamo up the sideline, and it's going to belong to Belleville West. And they will have the throw in. Had to go retreat that ball. It was all the way back up here in front of the fence.
Would not want to be the ball boy or girl tonight.
No. Especially with that ball being blown all over the place. Nope, not so fast, they say. Number 13, Mahagan. She's like, really? And she just tosses the ball over her shoulder. Collinsville trying to keep it down on this side of the field, and that ball ends up rolling across the end line, and it'll be another throw-in coming up here for Belleville West. On this side now, it's handled by Elsa Hubble. On the other side, Izzy Alvarez, who was over here on this side in the first half. And that ball ends up across the line. This time it's going to belong to Collinsville. Bourne doesn't waste any time getting that one in, but it's off of a body and straight out of bounds.
Ella's got a long throw if you let her. I'd like to see just once. Just pack that box and let her throw one in there and see what happens.
Throw in for Belleville West now. Judasek trying to wrestle that ball away. Comes loose. Collinsville trying to settle it down. And here is DiGirolamo. Gets it into the middle now. And the Kahawks begin their push. Here is Lyra. Lyra just outside the box. Sends it back over here for DiGirolamo. DiGirolamo got that ball poked away. And now Belleville West. They'll start working their way toward the offensive zone. Trying to get past midfield here. But Judasek stops everything there. And it comes out to Lang. Morgan Lang sends it over to Bourne.
Nobody there, sis.
Sends it over into the mid-court logo area to Giannini. Giannini couldn't control the ball. It got away from her and ended up onto the foot of Alvarez, I believe. Or, excuse me, might have been Schaefer. And a ball over here at midfield, right in between the two benches. Goes out of bounds, and it's going to belong to Belleville West. And here is Hubble with another throw in. Up the line it goes. Can't let that ball go when you're on that sideline.
No, Ava's got to get it. She's got to keep that ball in bounds.
Yeah.
She's got to get a touch and keep that ball in bounds.
This time, Hubble will move up in front of the Kahawks bench to throw this next one in. 11:40 left to play here in the second half. Still no score between Collinsville and Belleville West. Ball over here to the sideline, and here is Schaefer. Schaefer sends the ball up to Gagan, but Gagan got taken away from it. And now Giannini will use that win to her advantage and send one up. On her horse is Olivia Johnson, but she's not going to get there in time before Stellhorn pokes that ball away. Over here to this near sideline, taken by Hubble.
Good.
DiGirolamo trying to poke it away. Stays with it. Here is Lyra. And she couldn't continue. She got kind of bumped off that ball by one of the defenders. But there is Lyra staying with it again, trying to turn around, take a shot. Couldn't get it off. And now Collinsville trying to go back to work. Johnson couldn't find a teammate open to get it to keep that push going forward. So back out to midfield we'll go. And all the way back to Giannini. Giannini sends it up to midfield to Lira. Lira back over to Carly Call. Carly will just let that one go back over to Giannini. And Giannini will send the ball over to Munoz. Every time I see 19, I want to say Borm.
You think of that kid, huh? Yep, I know. Interesting to see who gets that uniform next year.
Yeah. At midfield, Kahawks trying to push another one forward into the offensive zone. They're about halfway there. And then a call going against Belleville West will give Collinsville a free kick from just between midfield and the front of the box.
So let's play strategy here for a minute. You got 10 minutes left. You got the wind kind of in your favor. Do you make a push and try and push Giannini up the field, drop Carly Call back to center back and see what happens, or keep going with what you got?
Trying to play the odds?
Yeah. Just trying to think. Do you go for it? Risk it? I don't know.
Yeah. Well, we are under 10 minutes to go now, 9:45 to be exact. Lance Lynn on the mound tonight for the the Cardinals, huh?
That guy looks rough in uniform these days.
I know, man.
My goodness.
He was always a big dude, though.
He was big, but he wasn't that big.
All right, 9.5 to go, and that ball comes out. Didn't get very far. And Belleville West will send it back out to midfield. Settled down there for a moment by Carly Call, who gets it up to Judasek. Judasek gets a little pressure from behind, sends it over here now for Serna. Serna skirting up this near sideline, cuts towards the middle, looking for a little room in front for Johnson. Johnson couldn't do anything with it. Now there's just too many bodies there, and it's just banking off of shins and ankles everywhere. Collinsville stays with it on the sideline, almost a little pull down there. Johnson stays with it, though, sends it on up and trying to get it to go forward, and that ball had a lot of spin going on it. Right in front of the Maroons bench, and it's going to be a throw-in coming up here for Collinsville.
This kind of has a playoff feel to it, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
You know, fans are kind of, I can hear them. I don't know what they're blabbering about, but.
You can hear the buzz. Ooh, that was, I think, off of the face of Johnson.
Poor Johnson.
I know.
Poor Johnson.
I think that went off of the shoulder of Ella Doobie and then right off of Johnson's face. Ball comes down again. Collinsville trying to keep it down here at this end. And that ball will roll across the end line, and it's going to be a goal kick restart coming up here for Brooke Stellhorn. Checking back into the game is Hannah Sternow for Belleville West as we approach 8 minutes left to play here in this second half. No score. We're getting dangerously close to heading towards overtimes.
No bueno.
Yeah, it was already going to be a late night. I knew that when we got started late with the JV game because of the storms. And back out to midfield. I think she tripped up over her own feet there, did
Jesus, Ella, you're turning the ball over across the field every time.
Maroons with the ball. Defense. They have it. Here is Madison Smith. Smith sends it up to the midfield circle. Turning the corner over there is Sternow. Sternow sends the ball up into the offensive zone. Collinsville finds it and sends it back the other way. But then Belleville West does the same. Giannini waiting for it to come down. Got a little bit of a body part on it, but not enough of it to send it anywhere closely resembling midfield. But Judasek finally does. Sends it all the way back to midfield. And Belleville West looking for a little offensive push here too. Free kick coming up here for the Maroons. And it looks like they don't want to waste much time, so they'll just send the ball on a pass instead of a kick. That's rejected by Collinsville. And back to the same two individuals for the Maroons, and that would be Izzy Alvarez over there on the far sideline trying to spin out of some trouble. Collinsville finds the ball, and Carly Call will send the ball up the line. Here is Olivia Johnson. Johnson cuts it into the middle, looking for a little help to come up.
Love it.
She finds some, and then just the wind got a hold of it, and you just can't catch it once the wind does. A little bit of a lighter touch when you got that wind at your back. And Serna could just never catch up to it. So a throw-in coming up here for the Maroons. 6:15 to go here in the second half. No score between Collinsville and Belleville West. Over here on this near sideline in front of the Maroons bench. And a whistle on the play. And a throw-in coming up here for Borm. Borm throws it past everybody wearing the purple and the white. And the ones wearing the maroon and the white get there first. Back out to midfield, intercepted by Giannini. Giannini pops the ball up to Carly. Nice little move there to get rid of her defender, but a little bit too much on that pass, and it's off of Lang's shins and comes back out for the Maroons. Here is Gagan. Gagan looking for a little bit of help, circles with the ball. Collinsville, they get there. A couple of bodies bang into each other. Back out to midfield, and then a little chip shot. That's going to roll right into the front of the 18-yard box, and it's picked up there by Ballmeyer. 5:25 to play here in this second half. Need a nice big push here from Collinsville. Get one of these late goals that stands up.
Somebody's got to want it. Somebody wants to be the hero.
Bounces over everyone. You got to start making the plays in the bounce. Here is Serna to Johnson. Johnson couldn't get the shot off as she and the other defender got their legs tangled up there for a moment. That was a golden opportunity there for Collinsville,
yes,
though.
It was.
Here is Giannini. Giannini sends the ball up the sideline, and the wind's going to take it the rest of the way. Ziza and Leslie over here, they look like they're ready to explode if we score.
I keep hearing them kind of making noises.
I have these headphones on, so it's a good thing, or else my eardrums would be toast.
Mm-hmm.
High-pitched girl screams. 4.5 to go here in the second half. No score between Collinsville and Belleville West. Ball comes down. Kahawks take it. Here's Judasek. Sends it back to Giannini. Giannini.
Yep, what do you got? You're going to have to go back.
Yep. And sends it over here to Borm. Borm looks up, finds Judasek. Judasek trying to make her move, trying to get past one. Got past one, but then trying to thread the needle to Johnson, kind of missed the mark there. And it comes over here to Monaco, and Monaco will have that ball off of her leg and out of bounds, and Collinsville will have a throw-in. Under 4 minutes to go here in the second half. Borm will throw it in right in front of the Maroons bench. Does so. Comes down, but Belleville West, they get there first. And now a little bit of a battle for the ball, but the Maroons will have a throw-in. No, Collinsville will have the throw-in. I thought I saw him pointing in the other direction. Yeah, that's what I thought. And you can still hear that wind.
Yep, it's whistling.
Sounds like one of those scary
quickly,
Halloween
let's go.
soundtracks.
Counter, quickly.
Serna.
Oh, we're subbing.
Yep, substitutions, and Serna will give the ball back to Borm. As Quinn Hall checks back into the game, taking the place of Ava DiGirolamo. And up the line it goes. Collinsville trying to track it down. Back to Borm. Johnson's not playing up front much.
Well, she's over here at the...
Yeah.
That's a good ball there.
Collinsville. Opportunity. Kahawks trying to move the ball, and they moved it in the wrong direction. Trying to find Johnson over here on this sideline, but didn't quite get the pass onto its mark. Here is Judasek. Judasek trying to fend off Gagan, couldn't do so. Borm trying to knock her off the ball, and then it comes down for Collinsville, but a ricochet off of a couple of shins. Giannini steps in. Gagan goes down. No call. And here is Carly Call. Over to Giannini. Giannini trying to turn the corner. Maybe she can just keep on going.
I like this run. Come on.
Yeah. I wish she would have just kept dribbling upfield. Create a little bit of room. Here is Ballmeyer in front of the 18-yard box. We'll take care of that one. 2 minutes to go here in regulation. No score between Collinsville and Belleville West. This is kind of like that first game all over again, except for the one mistake, or the lucky goal, if you will, off of the knee of Sophia Monaco.
Very evenly matched teams.
Yeah, they are. Judasek couldn't wrestle that ball away, so Belleville West will begin their push up on the offensive side of things. They got Monaco coming up over here on this near side, cuts into the corner of the box, got a little bit of a problem there, and that's going to go across the end line, and we're going to have the third corner kick for Belleville West. Collinsville has not had a corner kick in this game.
Nope.
Belleville West winning the shots on goal battle 4-2.
All right.
Here is Livy Schaefer, who's going to take this corner kick. She's got to kick it into the wind.
This ball should hang up.
Yeah.
Page, own your box.
And in front, line drive shot comes out the other side. And a little pop job and right into the hands of Baumeier, and Collinsville will live to see another day. We are under a minute to go here in this second half. Neither team has been able to get a goal scored up to this point. At midfield, sent off of a head, stays at midfield. Trying to track it down is Carly Call. She's got Schaefer all over her. Call trying to turn the corner, and she finally does so, but Schaefer's also there with her again. Here is Gagan. Gagan trying to do a little sidestep. Didn't work, so the pass comes up and finds Serna. 20 seconds left. Serna gets the ball all the way up to Johnson. Johnson tries to race up this near sideline, trying to outrace Doobie. And Johnson sends it back over to Serna. Serna trying to turn herself around the right side of this box, and out of bounds it goes, and that might just about do it.
Do it.
Yeah.
Guarantee these girls are not looking forward to 2-10s.
Nope. Ball comes back in, but the sound of the siren makes us all go time for overtime. So nothing has been decided yet, and we have a couple of 10-minute overtime periods to play, and the first of which will be coming your way after we take a timeout here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Your home is where you feel happy, safe, and secure. So if you see signs of foundation problems like cracks or uneven floors, worrying is natural, and getting it fixed is crucial. Woods Basement Systems understands. We've been solving foundation worries since 1986. Woods experts have the training and equipment to make permanent repairs. So stop worrying, because with Woods, it's fixed forever. Foundation problems don't get better with time, they get better with Woods, the all things basement-y experts. Call or go to woodsbasementsystems.com today.
Collinsville High School alumni Stacy Lauenstein, CHS class of 91, Lisa Bassetto, Sarah Sulke, and Tracy Limp, CHS class of 94, Tony Geisen, CHS class of 96, and Kevin Robinson, CHS class of 99, want to wish all of our Kahawks a great year. We look forward to cheering you on and supporting you. Work hard on the court and the field, as well as in the classroom. Remember, once a Kahawk, always a Kahawk. Hashtag Kahawk Family.
The Collinsville Education Association is a proud supporter of KahawkSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network. The CEA is your partner as they work to ensure quality education for our children. The CEA advocates excellence and equity in public education and represent over 400 educators in 11 schools in both Madison and St. Clair counties. For more information, you can visit the Collinsville Education Association's Facebook page or the CEA's website at collinsvillecea.org. Pack Mail of Collinsville, locally owned and operated by Ryan Combs. Pack Mail can ship anything, anywhere. They treat you like a neighbor because, well, you are a neighbor. Pack Mail offers shipping materials and containers, private mailboxes, as well as climate-controlled self-storage. Visit Pack Mail at 407 Beltline Road in Collinsville. Online, WeShipSt.Louis.com or call Pack Mail at 346-4884.
Plumbing or electrical problems? Is your AC or heater on the fritz? There are dozens of companies out there, but do you really know who you're letting in your home? Trust Tiger. Our technicians are clean-cut, drug-free, and background checked. What other company can make this bold statement? Our 24-hour emergency service will ensure your plumbing, heating, AC, and electric are up and running no matter what time of day it is. Schedule your appointment today. Tiger Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical Services. We earn our stripes every day.
The Collinsville Daily News, the new online source for everything newsworthy in and around Collinsville. This news source is designed to be the heartbeat of the Collinsville community and is owned and operated by members that live in this area. The Collinsville Daily News generates their revenue with local support from the community in which they serve and from advertising. They do not charge to read their content, so you'll never run into one of those annoying paywalls. Not only that, but the Collinsville Daily News offers free classified advertising. You have items you want to buy, sell, or trade? It's free to post. Wedding or engagements announcements, as well as obituaries, all free at CollinsvilleDailyNews.com. Plus, they have the content that matters most. Collinsville news you need to know, coverage of Kahawk sports, and a keen eye on city news. The The Collinsville Daily News also has an event tab that allows you to find out what is going on in and around the region for you and your family, the heartbeat of the community. Helping readers make sense of an increasingly chaotic world. Check them out at CollinsvilleDailyNews.com, on social media sites Facebook and Instagram. The heartbeat of this community is the Collinsville Daily News.
Hi, Purple and White fans. This is Dan Mode, class of 1989. I'm with New American Funding. Myself and New American Funding are proud sponsors of Kahok Athletics. As we have great coaches at CHS on all the courts, fields, and tracks, we like to coach you through the home buying process and refinance process. If there's ever anything we can do, I can be reached at 618-973-5343 or www.danmodeloans.com. Let's support our student athletes at CHS. They deserve the best. Thank you for your time, and go Kahawks.
The Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network from day one. Since 1934, the Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been providing women in the community an opportunity to make a difference with fundraisers and projects, all that go towards helping the needy in Collinsville. If you would like any information on any event sponsored by the Collinsville Junior Service Club, head to Facebook, type in Collinsville Junior Service Club, and then click on the event tab. We thank the Collinsville Junior Service Club for their continued support of the Kahok Sports Network and KahokSports.com.
Back here at Belleville West High School, Todd Duke, Brett Borm, Aziza Nambo Mendez, and Leslie Munoz all with you. We appreciate the JV young ladies helping us out here on the camera tonight. They're getting a little extra time on the camera. So we are in overtime. That means 2 10-minute overtime periods, and there is no golden goal, so they will play another 20 minutes at least.
And I'm sure the girls aren't happy about it.
I'm sure not. Already a late night with everything getting started late because of the storms in the area. And on a school night, nonetheless. So we go back to the way things were. Collinsville will be defending the goal to your right. Belleville West defending the goal to your left. And Belleville West, I don't know, but she's starting up that side.
Where does she come from?
I have no idea. I don't think that was
five?
I don't think that
Alvarez?
was Monaco. No, Alvarez has got like jet black hair.
Okay, I'm looking for a number.
That would be number 8, Hannah Sternow.
Man, she went for it.
Yeah, she did. Didn't get any shot on goal because of it. A goal kick restart coming up here for Bonmeyer, who got pressed into action after Carly Van Dyke played the first half, but has a little bit of a hip problem. Collinsville, they intercept the ball and bring it up over here to this near sideline. Now back out to midfield. They get the ball up to Olivia Johnson. Johnson sends it over to the top of the circle at the midfield logo. Collinsville brings it up. Here is Serna. Tried to thread the needle and tried to find Lyra cutting up through the middle there, but that ball didn't make it to its final destination, and it's picked off there by Belleville West. And now Sydney Oliver sends the ball all the way up the sideline. Collinsville has to play retreat. Here is Borm. She'll send it back to Baumeier, and Baumeier will immediately send the ball back out to midfield. Trying to slice into that wind coming up over there on the far side as we are underway here in overtime period number 1.
Yep, you got it right.
Collinsville, throw in. Comes up to midfield off of the foot there of Lyra. And it comes down, and the Kahawks trying to move the ball up. Here is Judasek. Judasek sends it back to Janini. Janini using that speed, trying to find a little bit of room. Keep on going, girl. Got taken off the ball, sent back. Here is Carly Call. Call trying to direct traffic, and then sends the ball into the direction of Johnson. Here's an opportunity for Lyra, and Lyra sends one toward the goal, but that was from too far out and not enough miles per hour behind that ball. But Collinsville, it's been a long time since they've got a shot on goal.
Yeah, I love her ambition, but I've yet to see anything that make me think that she can score from the 20-yard line.
Yeah.
Ever.
Bounce back out toward midfield. Comes down and bounces over everyone. And Collinsville playing defense once again, and Borm will just send the ball out of bounds over on the far sideline. 7.5 to go here in overtime period number 1. And the ball thrown in quickly there by Belleville West. They'll punch it up into the front of the box off of the head of Carly Call. Now Janini got there And then a pop fly, and that's off of the football crossbar.
That ain't in. Stop it.
I think that was.
That hit off the yellow bar.
I thought so too.
That's not a goal.
I wouldn't think so.
Like, what do you people all saw it?
I know. It popped off of the football crossbar and came straight down. Once it hits the yellow bar, it's out of bounds.
Right.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Cheer.
Sit down, people. It's all good.
Ballmeyer sends a line drive all the way out, and then the wind will take it the rest of the way. So Belleville West will have a throw in here at midfield. The PA announcer had just tell everybody that went off of the football crossbar.
I'm up here, and I saw that.
I know. And I've got a dirty window in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
And once again, Gagan with it, and a shot, and Ballmeyer with a save on the side of the net. So not technically on goal, but I guess you can count it as that.
Yeah.
6.5 to go here in this first overtime. Belleville West has had a couple of opportunities.
Go to the ball.
Collinsville had a opportunity that just never materialized. They took a shot from about 30 yards out that was no problem for Stellhorn. Now the Kahawks will bring the ball up.
She needs help up here.
Yeah. Over to the far sideline it goes. Johnson was streaking up the sideline, but she had a little bit of company, so I guess they decided not to pass it to her.
Over and back. Yep, he got it. Offsides.
Yeah.
Right in front of him. I mean, should have got it.
I don't think Hannah Lildringer was expecting it to be this cold out. She's out there in shorts, and she's jumping up and down trying to stay warm.
Well, Sydney is too.
Sydney always wears shorts.
Yeah, you're right.
So, clock continues to tick down, and it's going to be a ball that's going to be handled here by Stellhorn on the free kick. She'll send it back out to the midfield logo, takes a couple of bounces into the other offensive zone, not the one we want it to be in, and the Kahawks will have to retreat, and that ball is going to go out of bounds. Collinsville will have a throw in from just beyond midfield. Ella Borm will take this one, throws it on in, and I saw a couple of balls going. I'm like, where'd that one come from? And back into the game is Sophia Monaco. That was what the whistle was for. And the Maroons have a throw in from the far side of the field, right at midfield. 5 minutes to go here in this first overtime period. We will play 2 overtime periods. There are no golden goals here.
Come on, Quinn. You got to get up here.
In Illinois, of course, if we don't have any scoring in these 2 10-minute periods, then we'll go to penalty kicks. I would rather not do that. So let's get a goal, and there was nobody back there with the purple and the white on, but a turnover might help things out. Here is Quinn Hall with a shot on goal, and that one is handled by Stellhorn. Brooke Stellhorn sends us back to work at midfield and beyond. And that ball settled down over there by Collinsville for a moment. And then it ends up going out of bounds, and it's going to belong to Collinsville. As soon as they can figure out who's going to handle the throw-in over there.
It's going to be a kick.
Oh, okay. Free kick. Ashley Giannini handles those. I know who that is.
Green shoes.
Green shoes, give it away. Line drive, stays low, comes down into the midfielders area. Collinsville takes it over, gets it over here to Quinn Hall. Hall looking to dribble around a defenseman and trying to get the ball to Johnson. Eludes everybody except for the foot of Olivia Schaefer. And Schaefer gets it over here to Alvarez. I believe that ball came across the line, but they didn't call it like that, did they?
Didn't look like it.
No. So Collinsville is going to have a throw in, but it's not going to be in front of their bench. It's going to be in front of the Maroons bench. I thought it came out of bounds over here.
Way up there?
Yeah. Over here on this near sideline once
Come
again.
on, Quinn. Use your body.
Yeah.
Be strong.
Trying to wrestle it away from Alvarez. Alvarez, she knows what she's doing. Alvarez, a senior, so she's got the experience out there for Belleville West. And here is Schaefer. Schaefer sends the ball back upfield. Collinsville intercepts. Carly Call sends it on up for Olivia Johnson. And Johnson kind of gets her leg tangled up from behind.
What was that?
Yeah, I don't know. I thought that was going to be a call there, but it wasn't. There's an opportunity now for Sternow. Sternow trying to cut the corner over there into the far side corner of the box. Back out to
Good
Sternow.
recovery.
But Collinsville steps in front of the would-be recipient of that pass, and the Kahawks will then just send it out of bounds.
So somebody hit.
Well,
Ella,
the clock.
Ella has hearing issues. Somebody's got to tell her she's got time so she can play the ball up the field versus out of bounds.
Just trying to put seconds on, not minutes. Plus seconds. There we go.
What are we doing?
No, didn't stop the clock. I thought I heard the whistle.
Away.
Okay, now.
Away.
In front. Bouncing ball. Collinsville's got to try to get it out of there. And they finally do get a little bit of separation. And a bouncing ball finds Hall. Hall lets the ball go. And we've got a windstorm going on up here in the booth.
I'd really like to get through this half. This half has given both sides fits.
Yeah.
Or I'm sorry, yes, this side of the field, I should say.
Carly Call with a throw in from the corner kick flag. Throws it up the sideline to Judasek. Judasek trying to wrestle the ball away, but Gagan finds it instead. And now Gagan sends it off of the body of Judasek, and it'll be a throw in coming up here for Belleville West, just outside the 18-yard box.
Now he's going to, I couldn't tell. Was he pointing at the corner or was he pointing at the, okay, it's a throw.
It is a throw. 1:45 left to play here in this first overtime. Ball comes in, and Collinsville sends it right back to where it came from. Takes a bounce over the line, and another throw in will come up again.
That's a long throw against the wind.
It is. Makes it in there, and then a goal by Belleville West. And the Maroons take the first lead of this game with 1:31 left to play here in this first overtime period.
Gagan with a snapshot.
Gagan. 1:31 left to play in overtime number one. And Belleville West takes the lead.
I am blown away at how deep that throw got in against the wind.
I know.
Twice.
The same way, yeah.
Twice.
So, not over yet. We got a 1:25 left to play here in this first overtime period. Then we'll have a second one. And Collinsville now has to find a way to tie this game up to try and send us to a penalty kick phase.
Be a handball.
Yeah, I thought so.
Call delayed.
So the Maroons strike first, but it took over 80 minutes for it to happen. Almost 90. We're under a minute to go here in this first overtime. And here is Alvarez taking a free kick from about 50 yards out.
Spoke too soon about getting out of this half, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. Nothing happens. Final 30 seconds left to play here in this first overtime. Collinsville now trails. They have to come back. They're going to have another 10 minutes in which to work with to do that. Belleville West scores the first goal on their sixth shot on goal in this game. Here is Judasek. Judasek trying to settle down a bouncing ball. Finally does so, pokes it over here to this side, but Alvarez is just going to let it roll out of bounds, and it'll roll right to Hannah Liljegren in front of the Kahok bench. And that's going to do it for overtime number one. We are headed to overtime number two, but Belleville West has themselves a 1-0 lead, and we will be back with overtime number two in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Diamonds for Kahawks is a facility improvement project to develop a baseball, softball, and football/soccer field for CHS students and our communities to utilize. The project includes 2 baseball fields, 2 softball fields, a soccer/football field, concession stand, bathrooms, and parking. The development of this facility will benefit the band, PE classes, baseball team, softball team, and soccer team with a centralized location, ease of access, and an eye-catching complex. Please contact A.D. Clay Smith to donate to this project or visit the Collinsville Area Community Foundation website to make your tax-deductible donation today. Collinsville Barbecue Supply, home of Code 3 Spices, is first responder owned by proud Kahok alums. Located at 1966 Vandalia, Collinsville Barbecue Supply is your one-of-a-kind barbecue headquarters that focuses on everything barbecue and cooking, providing the best American-made barbecue grills, in-person class instruction, smokers, rubs, sauces, accessories, and cooking expertise from professional barbecue experts, including an in-house chef and pitmaster. Code 3 Spices provides award-winning sauces and rubs that supports our nation's first responder and military organizations that focus on the fallen, suicide prevention, and PTSD awareness. Stop on by. See the guys at Collinsville Barbecue Supply for all of your cooking and grilling needs. Collinsville Barbecue Supply, home of the 4-time world champion Patriot Sauce. Learn more about their products and mission in giving back to those who serve at collinsvillebarbecue.com or call 618-855-8855.
Back here at Belleville West High School, 1-0 in favor of the Lady Maroons as they scored with 1 minute and 31 seconds left in the first overtime. But we do have one more overtime to go. That's the rules. One more 10-minute period. So Collinsville still has an opportunity to come back and tie this game up and then maybe pull out a win.
Maybe. Thinking strategy here. You give up another goal. It really doesn't make a difference, right?
No. So
Giannini's
all
back
out.
All out. Giannini's back at center back. At some point, you got to make a push with her. You got to get at least the equalizer to get it to penalty kicks.
Apparently, Brett Swift got ejected from today's game.
Oh, boy.
Arguing balls and strikes on check swings, I guess. Something like that.
Boy.
Just saw the text message come across. So the Kahawks have to go back to work. We're underway here in overtime number 2. Collinsville needs a goal, and they've got 10 minutes in which to do it. So let's pull out all the stops. What do you say?
Mm-hmm.
Kahawks trying to work it up into the offensive zone, and here comes that push. Here is Morgan Lang. Lang gets kind of squeezed off the ball, tries to go back and collect it, can't do so. Comes all the way back out to midfield. And a loose ball going to be picked up here by Judasek. Judasek sends it over here to this near side, and that is Serna. Serna ends up finding Lyra. Lyra back over to Serna, but she's pinched off with that ball. Comes back out to Judasek, though. Collinsville will have to reload the offense and send it back up for another opportunity. Judasek into the middle for Johnson. Johnson couldn't turn around and get her foot on the ball, though. Kind of a swing and a miss mode. And here is Addie Munoz. Munoz, she'll send the ball up, trying to find a teammate. Can't do it. Now an opportunity here for Gagan. Gagan just scored the goal in the first overtime, and Giannini catches up with her. And then Ashley turns around while she had Gagan right on the doorstep and sends it over to the far sideline. That's some athletic moves right there.
That speed is impressive.
Yeah.
I mean, very impressive speed.
And Gagan's no slouch in the speed department herself.
No. And Ashley was probably 3 steps behind her.
Yeah.
And caught her from behind.
Yeah. Ball on the far sideline, stays out of bounds. It'll stay in the possession of Belleville West. Alvarez over there on the far sideline, ready to throw it in. Nope. We're going to switch up. I believe that would be Hannah Sternow who's going to handle the throw in over there. Alvarez is still there. She's kind of back a little bit. Sternow throws the ball right into the right side of the 18-yard box. Alvarez then steps into it, sends it up into the front of the box. Collinsville trying to track that ball down, but the wind's got a hold of it. And Ella Borm, I think she thought that Hagan was going to let the ball go out of bounds, and Hagan stepped on the ball.
She needs to find the ball up the line.
Yeah, threw it kind of backwards, and Borm, she was just in the wrong spot at the wrong time, and her legs were already moving in that direction. And now that one's going to bank off of one of the Belleville West players and go out of bounds. So Collinsville will have a throw in. Sydney Carroll will go track the ball down because the ball person was over here, I don't know, doing what. Throw in for Collinsville. Out to midfield and off of a body, and Belleville West will take over once again. Nice job. Oh, what happened
that's
there?
soft.
Yeah, it was. Just when Judasek got the ball in her possession and was heading back toward the offensive side of things.
She won that ball cleanly.
So, Kahawks trailing by 1 in desperation mode, trying to find the tying goal, but Belleville West They would like the one that puts this game away. Here is Hagan. Hagan got bumped off the ball by Giannini.
Get it off your
Over
foot.
and that one's going to come all the way back up to the front of the Kahok bench. I thought the wind was going to push it out of bounds there for a moment. That was off of the arm, it looked like, of Serna. Maroons send it back up. Here is Gagan once again. Gagan at the sideline, trying to keep that ball inbound. But Giannini, she had something else to say about that whole idea. Gets it all the way up now for Johnson. Johnson gets tugged from behind. No call. Got her jersey pulled.
Yeah, he got it.
Yeah, finally.
Second time.
Yeah. And Collinsville will have a free kick from midfield. That'll be taken by Giannini. And with 6 minutes left to play here in this second overtime, Collinsville looking for the equalizer. That one's popped all the way into the 18-yard box. Nope. Got to play that wind, man.
Mm-hmm.
We're under 6 minutes to go here in overtime number 2. And another loose ball that gets past the Collinsville defense, but Giannini is back there. So is Muniz. And now bodies crash. Collinsville comes away with the ball. They'll send it over here to this sideline. And the Kahawks begin their push toward the offensive zone once again. Serna, she gets the ball up to Johnson. Johnson gets it past one defender and then waits on it. And back over to Serna it goes. Elena sends the ball up. And Johnson in a foot race trying to get there before Stellhorn. I don't think she needed to dive like that.
It's the new thing, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you. I see the pros do it too.
Yeah. All the way up into the nighttime sky. Comes down over in between the benches. And it'll end up going out of bounds where Belleville West has a couple of girls waiting to substitute. One of those being Sophia Monaco, who got the game winner in Collinsville at the end of March on a feed from Gagan. This time, Gagan has the only goal of the game.
Mm-hmm. That's against us. I saw that.
4.5 to go. Oh, yeah. That's why I'm behind time. Stop the clock here in overtime. Throw in comes in.
Come on, Ash.
And Giannini trying to get there. Couldn't do so. And Schaefer trying to continue her forward progress until that's punched out of there by Carly Call. Alvarez pops the ball back up into the wind and off of the head of Call. And Collinsville trying to get it back out in the other direction. Got to get it going down the right side here. Out to midfield. Back to the defense for Belleville West.
Come on, Olivia.
Under 4 minutes to go here in this second overtime. Collinsville needs the tying goal. And here comes a throw in by the Kahawks. Comes down. Collinsville trying to push it forward. There, do so. Into the middle it goes. And
That's
there you
a
go.
foul.
That should be a foul, yeah.
Giannini,
We're gonna have a free kick right
put it on.
Right from the 20-yard line of the football field, so 30 yards away. And Giannini with an opportunity
it's
here.
gonna be Judasek.
Oh, okay. Well, can't complain there.
No.
Judasek.
Can she bend this back post?
Well, Stellhorn is playing up here to this near side post. I see. Got to play that wind. You got to start it over on the far side post and let the wind push it back.
Ball's rolling on her.
Yeah. Now Stellhorn gets more into the middle. And here is the try by Judasek. And
good.
That one's
Good.
That's
good!
Oh, boy! Rylan Judasek ties it up with a free kick from 30 yards away. And we are tied 1-1. Man, oh, man. How about that? Judasek, 2:55 of the second overtime, has tied it up. Where's all those people that were watching? They will be shocked. We are back to action. And we have 2:30 left to play here in this second overtime. Here is Giannini, and Giannini sends the ball up. We still have a lot of time left, though, so don't rest on your laurels now, everyone. So Belleville West thinking they probably would walk away here with a win, but Collinsville had other ideas on a beautiful free kick from 30 yards out by Rylan Judasek, and Judasek picks up her team-leading 4th goal of the year. She had 2 in Saturday's game. Excuse me. That ball ends up going out of bounds in front of the Kahok bench. Throw-in coming up here for Ella Borm. Borm throws it in and off of the foot there of Valera. And poked up by Belleville West.
Just ride it, Ash. Just ride it.
Yeah, Giannini's going to let that ball go. It's going to go across the end line, and we'll have a goal kick restart here by Paige Baumeier with 90 seconds left to play here in this second overtime.
Coach Munoz needs to get her kickers for penalty kicks on the field now. Something to think about.
Yeah, they got to be out there playing, don't they?
Correct.
Yeah.
So if
I
she
think
has,
they pretty much have everybody
they
out there
probably
they need.
do. She is making a sub here with Quinn Hall entering the match. Johnson is limping a little bit.
Yeah.
Not sure if that's part of her strategy or not.
1 minute to go here in this second overtime. Collinsville with the ball in their offensive zone if they can keep it down there a little farther. And an opportunity here for DiGirolamo to do that. DiGirolamo got bumped off the ball. And here is Carly Call trying to track it down over on the far sideline. We're down to 40 seconds to go. Here comes Belleville West. They have some numbers coming up, but that one gets past everyone, and it's going to roll to Baumeier. And Belleville West picked up their goal on their 6th shot. Collinsville picks up their goal on their 5th shot on goal. Down to 25 seconds. Baumeier sends the ball out to midfield. Collinsville trying to settle it down, but that one took a wrong bounce off of the foot of Quinn Hall and goes out of bounds. And a throw-in coming up here from Monaco right in front of her bench. Misses its intended target, and Borm will just kick it out of bounds, and that might do it. And we will head to a penalty kick phase. Just when everybody thought this game was over, it is not over. And there is the horn, and we have one more break coming up before we head into the penalty kick phase. And we'll be back to tell you all about that penalty kick phase after a timeout here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Jason Regg, your Benjamin F. Edwards financial advisor, understands this. That's why Jason Regg is a proud supporter of your Collinsville Kahawks and the Kahok Sports Network, as well as the Kahok Educator of the Month Award. For all of your investment needs, see financial advisor and investment vice president Jason Regg at the Benjamin F. Edwards office in Collinsville, located at 1008 Vandalia Street, or call Jason Regg at 618-223-5215 or visit benjaminfedwards.com. Benjamin F. Edwards, member SIPC. Looking for a more upscale place to have a few drinks and some great food? Look no further than the Speakeasy Parlor in Maryville. Come inside for some one-of-a-kind crafted cocktails and some elevated bar food that highlights fresh ingredients. Then, try your luck in the private slot machine room. And don't forget to check out the Speakeasy sister company, Plan Shop Live, just 3 doors down. Plan Shop Live is a health-focused lunch cafe open Tuesday through Friday from 11 to 3. Speakeasy Parlor, 2713 North Center Street in Maryville. Open 7 days a week with happy hour specials during the week from 5 to 7 p.m. Speakeasy Parlor in Maryville, 618-205-3540.
We love to have you come work for the city of Collinsville. We have many positions available, from seasonal jobs to full-time opportunities in many of our departments. From police and fire to Gateway Center, Parks and Recreation, and City Hall. Our employees enjoy great benefits like comprehensive medical plans, paid time off, tuition reimbursement, and more. Visit the city's website, collinsvilleil.org, to apply and learn more about working for the city of Collinsville.
All Pro Tees in Caseyville is your place for custom apparel and has been for over 20 years now. Why? All Pro Tees can handle any size project, big or small, and they specialize in large group orders. At All Pro Tees, quality is #1 on their list of priorities, as is evident by their excellent service staff.
Did we mention All Pro Tees has over 20 years of experience? They can even help with fundraisers and event merchandising for your group. And of course, All Pro Tees is your destination for everything Collinsville Kahawks. So for all of your apparel needs, for civic groups, sports teams, business outings, or even a family reunion, your apparel needs stop at All Pro Tees. All Pro Tees in Caseyville at 2240 South Morrison Avenue. Online at allprotees.com. Right across the street from Kahok Stadium. All Pro Tees, 618-344-2200. Looking for a new place to catch the game with cold drinks and great food? Look no further than 1101 Bar and Grill in Caseyville. 1101 Bar and Grill features pizza, burgers, wraps, and salads, plus 7 large screen TVs to catch the latest Kahawk games and all the pro sports across the spectrum, plus all the college football and basketball you can handle. 1101 Bar and Grill in Caseyville, 1101 Caseyville Road, right across the street from Kahawk Stadium. Call 1101 Bar and Grill for carryout orders at 618-223-1332. No one likes a dirty house. It's work that almost no one wants to do. Why not get someone to do that work for you? Kara Gray with Rags to Riches Cleaning Service would love to take that task off your to-do list. Kara is a homegrown Collinsville High School graduate and the owner of Rags to Riches. From floors to ceilings, from baseboards to light fixtures, Rags to Riches can clean them all. No job is too big or too small. Call Kara Gray at Rags to Riches Cleaning Service to schedule a free estimate today at 618-979-9634 or visit Rags to Riches Cleaning Service on Facebook.
Penalty kick time. Ryland Judasek will lead things off here for Collinsville. She got the one that tied this up in the second overtime, and a shot and a goal. And Collinsville gets the first one.
Goalkeeper for Belleville West dives to her left, guesses correctly, even gets a tip on it, but it goes right over the top of her shoulders.
Yeah. So, time for Belleville West now.
Paige Bonenmeyer, I hear, is quite good, at least in practice, at PKs.
Okay, we are about to find out here, and here is, I believe that's Alvarez. Can't see the number because of the ponytail, but I've been dealing with that all night, and I believe that is number 5. So it'll be Izzy Alvarez to take the first PK here for Belleville West. Chad Burgess says he's still watching. I don't know who else is. My thing says there's only one viewer, so. And nice save by Bonenmeyer. So Alvarez misses. And Collinsville has a 1-0 lead on the PKs. And due up next here is Addie Munoz, the sophomore defender for Collinsville against Brooke Stellhorn.
Got to keep the ball down here, Todd. You're going against the wind. It's been a nightmare all night.
Munoz shoots. Go off a post. Oh, man.
That was perfect pace. Headed right for the corner. Poor thing just hit the post.
Yeah. So now an opportunity here for Belleville West to tie it. And here is Madison Smith, the senior defender for Belleville West, to try and pick up the tally that'll give each team one goal here in the PKs.
Got to get another one out of your keeper. Got to get one more.
Ballmeyer's ready. So is Smith. Smith. Oh, just past her.
Guessed right.
Yep.
Just over the top.
So Smith picks up one. We are now tied after 2 kickers each. And Collinsville going back at it here. And here is Olivia Johnson. Maybe they took Olivia out just to rust her up.
Olivia Johnson up for the Kahawks?
I don't know.
Neither do I.
She wasn't on the field.
No. All right, so Olivia Johnson with her attempt here. And that one's good. Off the crossbar and down and in.
Crossbar, down, back up to the crossbar and in.
Man, oh man. Things are getting kind of close down here with this crossbar post stuff. Wow. Here is Hannah Sternow. Sternow, a sophomore midfielder against Ballmeyer, the freshman. And the kick on the way. Oh, totally fooled her there.
Page guessed right. Kicker went left.
Here is Carly Call now for Collinsville. So right now each team with 2. And each team has taken 3 shots. This is number 4 here for Collinsville. Carly Call. Her try.
Missed.
Oh, too high.
Over the top. Told you got to keep the ball down.
So an opportunity here for Belleville West to take the lead back.
Is
that 9? Eladubi, okay. These ponytails, man, they mess with those numbers.
Yeah, they hide them.
That 9 looked like a 5 for a minute. I'm like, I thought Alvarez already went. All right, Doobie. Her kick. Oh, that's in too.
No chance.
Yeah. So Collinsville is down to their final kicker, and that is Morgan Lang.
Oh.
And they need this one, or excuse me, Giannini. They need this one to tie it, or this game's going to be over. So Giannini has to make this, and then hope that Baumeier can save the last shot. Here's Giannini. And that one's in.
Is this going to be Gagan?
So 5 kickers for Collinsville, 2 misses. And this is the 5th kicker for the Maroons, and they saved the best for last. Addie Gagan scored the first goal in overtime with 1:31 left to play in overtime number 1. Ryland Judasek tied it up with 2:55 to go in the second overtime. That's why we are where we are right now. And Baumeier needs a stop, or this game is going to be over, or we continue. Gagan fires. In.
Got it.
Win by Belleville West in PKs. And Collinsville, despite the comeback and the effort there at the end, and Belleville West ends up winning this game by a final score of 2-1. And boy, we got treated to some fun here tonight.
We sure did. Got some extra time tonight. You know what? From the start, we knew this was going to be a very evenly matched game based upon the results of the last matchup. You know, and that's exactly what we got here tonight. 0-0 through the first half. And, yeah, just unfortunate we come out on the losing end again.
All right, man. Well, you and Mr. Zach Roseman have fun Thursday against Mater Dei. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. All right, that is Brett Bourne. My name is Todd Duke. We big thank you to Ziza Nambo Mendez and Leslie Munoz for taking care of the camera for us tonight. But now it's time for the postgame show, brought to you tonight by LC's Pub in Caseyville. Great food and great service is served up daily at LC's Pub in Caseyville. 605 North Main Street is where you'll find them. You can call them for carryout orders at 618-855-9007. Kahawks lose tonight in PKs, and we're going to tell you all about it as the postgame show comes your way next on the Kahawk Sports Network.
Looking for a little bite to eat in a nice, friendly establishment before heading out to a game? Look no further than LC's Pub in Caseyville. Just blocks from Collinsville High School, LC's Pub is the pub of choice for Kahawk fans, before, after, or even during Kahawk games. LC's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food, like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. LC's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And LC's Pub shows Kahawk games live, as well as Blues and Cardinals games. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carryout orders at 618-855-9007 and on Facebook at LC's Pub. LC's Pub, Kahawk fans' pub of choice.
At Visionary Wealth Advisors, we empower you to see your future before it's your future, to create your inheritance, to build your vision, to anticipate the known and unknown, and to find potential in both, and build new dawns. Visionary Wealth Advisors.
Visit Brad Keene at his Collinsville office at 106 North Clinton or call 618-467-8420. Do you have a big land improvement project that requires some outside help? Call Petroff Trucking Company. The Petroff Companies have been shaping the metro area since 1975. Family owned and operated, Petroff Trucking Company can do the job and do it right. Hauling, excavating, and grading, they do that and more. Petroff Companies also has roll-off dumpster rentals. They also specialize in dirt and rock sales. Petroff Trucking Company can help you develop your land for your needs. Petroff Trucking Company. Check out their website, petrofftrucking.com, or give them a call, 618-797-6100. Petroff Trucking Company, shaping the metro area since 1975. Looking for a little bite to eat in a nice, friendly establishment before heading out to a game? Look no further than LC's Pub in Caseyville. Just blocks from Collinsville High School, LC's Pub is the pub of choice for Kahok fans, before, after, or even during Kahok games. LC's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. LC's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And LC's Pub shows Kahok games live, as well as Blues and Cardinals games. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carry-out orders at 618-855-9007 and on Facebook at LC's Pub. LC's Pub, Kahok fans' pub of choice.
And once again, we welcome you back into the LC's Pub post-game show here on the Kahok Sports Network. The Collinsville Kahawks drop a heartbreaker here tonight. 2-1, Belleville West wins after we had to go all the way down to penalty kicks to decide this one. 0-0 after regulation, and in the first overtime, Eddie Gagan scored the first goal of the game for Belleville West with about 91 seconds left to go in that first overtime. But as the rules say, you got to play 2 10-minute overtime periods. So we played the second 10-minute overtime period, and then Rylan Judasek nailed a free kick from about 30 yards out to tie this thing up at 1-1. And then the final 2+ minutes ticked off, and we ended up going to PKs. Collinsville made their first one, and then Paige Baumeier stopped the first one. And then the Kahawks ended up 3 of 5 in the penalty kicks. And after Belleville West was stopped on that first one by Paige Baumeier, they made 4 in a row and ended up pulling out the victory in PKs. And joining us now, I think I gave her enough time to catch her breath because can't run up the stairs, man, and put on a microphone.
I did that last time, too.
I know. That's a bad thing. Jack Buckover always said, don't ever run up to a microphone.
I know.
Yeah. All right, so let's go backwards in time a little bit and talk about your JV win. Abby Mayhew scored in the 29th minute of that game in the first half. And then the defense kept up the rest, and Paige Baumeier played the whole game in goal in that particular contest, and nothing else was scored for the rest of the game. So congratulations to your JVers. Talk about that game.
Thank you. I'm really proud of our JV team. They have really stepped up this season. They've had some really good results. Well, that's only our second win of the season. They've been playing really, really good soccer. I won't say good soccer, but they've been playing really hard. So the result today was definitely earned. We went up 1-0 on West the last time we played them.
I remember. And
let them come back in and score, tied 1-1. So I told them, I said, this is a game you should have won the first time, so let's go out and get the win today. So they're playing really good. So.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to the varsity side, and pretty much what we expected, because the last time you guys played at Kahok Stadium, it was a scoreless game after one half of play, and then Belleville West got the late goal that ended up standing up. Pretty much the same thing here tonight, except for it stayed 0-0 through regulation, and I thought each team had pretty much equal opportunities, and really no one could get anything past.
Yeah, credit to West. I went to West. I'm a West alum, so the Coach Mathenia, he was my high school coach too. He runs a well-organized program. His girls are always organized on the field. They always work hard. That's always the expectation. So
you credit to them. They played really well as well. Addie Gagan is a family friend of mine, so to see her be quiet is like bittersweet. Like as a coach, I obviously was happy that she was quiet tonight. As a fan, I'm like, girl, get going, let's go. So when she got the goal, we told Paige, we're like, if Carly Van Dyke's in goal, she's not saving that either. Like she hit that from point blank range, so don't hang your head. We just have to deny shots better as a team. So, but again, the girls played really, really well. We told the girls at the after the PKs that we would have put the same 5 out there. We have confidence in them, and that they played their butts off. That was probably the first game this season that they've played as 11 complete people instead of 11 individuals.
Yeah,
so,
how tough was it out there with that wind?
Honestly, back in Collinsville, it's probably been worse.
Yeah.
The wind, unfortunately, started going a little bit more that way as the night went on. Luckily, when we were going that way, with the wind, Paige's punts really help. She's got a heck of a leg on her.
Yes, notice that.
So that helped. Going against the wind, definitely not fun. So.
Yeah. All right, we talked about her in the pregame show with Coach Munoz, but man, Rylan Judasek, just a lot of fun to watch. And how about that shot from 30 yards out?
She's probably the nicest person you'll ever meet. So we joked around with her at the beginning of the season when we were struggling to score goals. She ended up getting the first one of the season that we said, girl, there's probably not a person that deserved it more than you do. She works her butt off. She tries hard. She's physical. And to go out there as a freshman in itself is scary enough, but she doesn't blink an eye. She goes out there and plays as hard as she possibly can all the time. She's got a heck of a leg on her. She's real smart on the ball too, so we love having her in the middle because she sees the field well. And on that shot, we told her, we're like, Rylan, go have some fun. Go put it in the back of the net, and she sure did. So
yeah, that was nice to see. All right, thank you, dear, for the visit.
No
we
problem.
appreciate you.
Thank you.
Good luck Thursday against Mater Dei.
Thank you.
All right, that is Sydney Carroll. We appreciate her coming up here. We appreciate everybody's help. Coach Munoz in the pregame show, Coach Carroll in the postgame show, Brett Borm on the other microphone, and our 2 camera people tonight, Ziza Nambo Mendez and Leslie Munoz. That is going to do it for us here tonight. Not the result we wanted. Collinsville lost in PKs by a final score of 2-1. We're back at you tomorrow. Baseball action, Mater Dei in town at Fletcher Field taking on your Collinsville Kahawks. Will be on the air at around 4:10, and first pitch scheduled to fly at 4:30. My name is Todd Duke, and until tomorrow, everyone enjoy what's left of your Tuesday night. We'll talk to you tomorrow.